I'm
recording.
I'm starting recording now. Let's get this party started. Boom! This party has been started. Chocks has opened up the Red Bull. It's time to go. This boy
It's time
is...
to go home. It's time to go home. Let you guys carry on with the party.
Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. And a very good evening to Australia. How you doing, guys? Thank you very much for joining us today. This Friday's Q&A with Chocks A. It is the 26th of January, and this is Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 55. 45 to go to the big 100. I'm a bit should we do anything for the 100? Is it going to be a 100 special stream, or are we going to reveal
Depends
something?
Depends on the day in the week.
The day in the week.
Depends on
how many people are in the club.
Yeah.
If the stars align. It's,
yeah.
If it's 100.
Why?
I'm saying if it's 100 and is on 100,
yeah.
what will that mean it is in the club? How many people?
How many people? Don't know.
Because 100, so 50, that means another 45 basically means it's another year. At the end of the year, we should be looking at least...
because it's like 55 streams, there's like almost
exactly.
38,000 members in it. So
exactly.
By then, there should be 76, yeah?
Not 7, I wouldn't double it, but I would say around about 60, 65.
In the year? That's slow, isn't it?
Slow? We're tickling 38 now, aren't we? We're coming close to it. Indeedy. What is up, guys? Thank you for joining us. Today, we have... Chocks is now sharing it in the stream. Who do we have here? Rastello, how's it going, Brendan? Thanks for joining us. Sukram, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Alex Pachula, how's it going? Oh, we have Nana Say in the house. How are we doing to Colin? I know you're looking forward to your guts, and I saw him today, and he's looking beastly. Beastly. He's looking really tight. He's looking tight. He's looking tight. JC says, yeah, Chocks wants to retire. He wants to retire when we get to 100k. He wants to get there as fast as possible. That's why he's like, only 60, only 70,000 in the club. He's looking at, oh God, at least another year. What is up just there?
A year's time in the office is like 3 years of my life.
Which is, when you're younger, you want to grow up faster, right? And seeing as you're so young,
yeah, it's
like that's good for you, right? Soon you'll be able to get, you'll be able to turn 21 and start drinking.
Yeah. That's why I'm starting on the
exactly
the easy stuff.
You're waiting for your bit to add the vodka to it later. What is up, Patrick? Thank you for joining. Nana says he's got the day off work. Yo, Barry Thomas, how's it going? Hey, Lisa Wyckoff, how's it going? Howard V. Sorry, I don't know why in the last couple of times the stream has been so jerky. I don't know what is going on. I've tried looking on. I don't even know what's going on. What is up, Eric Utemolen? William Jamal Emmanuel in the house as well. Mr. Gargons. Jonathan Jakubowski. Jamie Bailey. I know you're a big fan of bananas. There are no bananas here, so sorry about that. Matthias Schneider, how's it going? Jacob Decker de Court. What? Jamie Hodge. Love it. What are you looking up, Chocks? Oh, yeah, Kanako Mori in the house. How's it going, Chagia? When are you going to change your last name to Davis? Don't be so embarrassed that you're married to me. Regis Aluta. I'm doing well, Barry. How are you doing, mate? How are you guys doing?
Hold on, Lorenzo. I thought Andres would have told him about it.
About what?
Setting this up.
We have all 3 versions of Snake to show you later on today. So if you're coming to see the changes to Snake, the updates to Snake, is going to be his official launch for the next 2 weeks. So we have that for you later on this stream, probably in about 2 hours time or so. We're going to cane through the Q&A, we're going to cane through the week in review. We're going to then be able to show you some footage that shows you the updates and of course the actual physicals themselves. How's it going, Veronica? Good morning to you. Hey Denise, yo. Sorry Sims, no banana. What Marc-Andre Duchamp, I love it. Chocks is growing a stash, you're right, except for he hasn't been home to actually shave. We'll talk about that more about the Q&A. He doesn't need reminding. Yeah, he is getting some stubble going on, but that's not, how's the word, voluntary. It's not like he wanted to. What is up, Marco?
Hey,
All
guys.
3 versions here.
I can't see you guys. It's like...
Did you sort of been awake so long that your contact lenses are sort of absorbed into your eye and now they don't work anymore?
I just switched a new pair of contact lenses, but I'm still struggling.
I think that's just generally because your eyelids aren't opening. That's why you can't see anything.
You know what? I'm driving home tonight, so you better
That's
buckle
true.
up.
That's true. And now you know. Yeah, last week, or was it necessarily?
Was it last Friday?
Last Friday.
Yeah.
Jet lag. No, there was some. I think what was it? There was one time where I was like super jet lagged. It must have been after coming back from NYCC. But you were also tired then as well, I guess. Must have been. I don't know.
Yeah, but it didn't affect the stream though.
Mate,
Because
I was like fucking super yawning all that throughout that stream. What is up, Andrew Pratis? A chalk stash. The chalk stash. I love it. Hey, Brendan Friedley. Yo, what's up? Hey, Paolo Rossi. I tell you, I was just at the factory today checking out Guts. And I know you're going to ask about Alucard. You're going to ask about Guts. As always, never change, never change. But Guts, looking tight. Looking sweet. Looking sweet tight. Yeah, Sims, it's ours. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's happening on my stream service. I don't know what is going on. It's basically it's stuttering, so I don't know why that is.
Hold on. He's asking when?
We'll tell him. Well, it's after the stream is finished.
After,
Yeah. So 3 hours time from now, or something like that.
Why are you asking me this now? I thought Andres told you.
Much appreciated, Mark. Hey, Mr. Savage. Yo, Prowich. Yo, Essentials. Except for you can't get the Essentials anymore. Hey, Emma, how's it going? Michelle Rodriguez, back at it again before joining the Jesus. Now, that brings my understanding to be 3-all. 3-all. Michelle first 3 times. Johnny De Jesus 3 times. 3-all. Next week, the tiebreaker. Hey, Philip Essinger. Yo, you got yourself a Fighter Kirby number 6? Has it opened up? Everything okay? Let me know in the comments. Hey, Tyler. I won't be in with work, but you have you on the headphones. Yeah, nice one, Tyler. I appreciate that. The Guts Glow video. I saw it myself for the first time today and it's looking tight. I mean, I've seen it on videos before, but to see it in the flesh. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Hey, David Talpas. How's it going? Yo, Michelle. Haha, Rasmus. Nice one on your new job. Let us know in the comments what was your old job and what is your new job. We certainly like your new job if it lets you to come and chill out and hang out with us on Friday Q&As. Good morning, Victor. Good morning, Victor. How's it going? How you doing, Chucks?
Like I've been repeating myself a lot this week. I gotta tell the same story. I'm gonna tell that the same person. The same. It's like, oh my god.
Well, you shouldn't be mean to Lorenzo like you're mean to me by not letting me be in your WhatsApp group. So if he was part of that, he would know it all.
I'm mean to everyone. I've been mean to everyone.
Whoa, Denise, you got your Pac-Man. I like it. I like it. What is up, Michael Summers? All right. All right. it is time to kick the week off in review. Chocks is tired. Well, I got up early to go to China today.
Well, before we do the week in review, just do a quick note. So
But I just mean what we're going to try and do is going to kick Hayne through this today. It's going to be a little bit shorter than normal, I probably guess, because I don't want this guy falling asleep at the wheel. Yo!
That'd be cool. Right. I'll be alright for another 6 hours. Yeah, so, right, just quickly, just a brief, quick summary of what's happening today. The 9th, no, sorry, not the 9th, the 26th. On Steam, pre-order is going to stop tonight after the stream. And then it's going to be on hold for 2 weeks before the last chance weekend, which will be the 9th of February. Oh, God, it's February already. So,
where did the month go?
I know. So, there you go, guys. So, on Steam tonight. And then 2 weeks later, last chance weekend for On Steam. So, still plenty of time for you guys to think about that one. And then tonight, obviously, we are going to relaunch the Metal Gear Solid Snake. We have new updated photos for you. We have new updated comparison videos for you. And then we also got the statues right in front of us as well. We're going to bring that out a little bit later once we came through all the Q&As and the Temptation Thursdays. So stick around with that.
And who that?
We will activate the website after the stream. So Lorenzo's going to be in hand. He's going to activate.
He's going to turn off.
Yeah.
On Steam, turn on. Like.
Yeah. So we'll go through that in more detail towards the end. And let's start off with the week in review.
Boom! Yeah. There you go. So, the week in review. Let us review last week. There was nothing in terms of anything launching. It was just the beginning of the second week of On Steam. So in terms of launches, there wasn't anything. Just a nice time to hang out with you guys. And then over the weekend, what happened over the weekend? Not much. Weekend was just weekend. Monday. John already left by then, yeah? So Monday.
Yeah, he left, yeah.
What took up most of our week? Not Monday. Basically, everything is me.
You disappeared, didn't you?
What?
Most of the day on Monday.
I just came in after. It was in the morning.
I was in my own world the whole week, so I don't know where you've been.
Basically, it's been. Don't know what you've been doing. Have you even been here? Basically, this whole week has been all gearing up to today's launch and looking over images and discussing that sort of stuff. It's been quite hectic, and again, it's down to the last wire. I don't understand why, but it is, and the team's been working really hard to get that done. The images are looking great. The video is looking amazing. But again, it's all very, very last moment. And unfortunately, it's meant that two boys in particular, that's Chocks and Jeffrey, who's been working on the videos and the photography, have had to stay really late and stay up and working as if they were in the UK. As in, the time zones are completely different. So, shout out to Jeffrey and obviously Chocks for getting that done. But that's basically been quite all-encompassing, at least for you. And certainly me just sort of looking and reviewing as well every now and then. But in terms of what's been keeping me busy, yeah, sure. If we talk about, let's talk a little about Majora's Mask. I did a video about a pre-production sample that came into the office. It was, yesterday. And it was sort of discussing and looking over the eyes. And the auditor actually did a complete review of all of it. And I also went today to the factory to look at 30 pieces of the Majora's Mask. Now, what was great about yesterday receiving the sample, there were some certain things that I had mentioned. If we talk particularly about the base, some of those rings that, the age rings of bases, of trees, I had requested that it was darkened down because the one I saw yesterday was a little bit too light. So it was good to go when I went today to the factory to see that they had already done that and darkened them down compared to the one I saw yesterday, which was, great. And of course, it was very nice to put on obviously yesterday I revealed the pulse effect that we were working on, and it was very nice to be able to.
That was new.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
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 But it didn't really pulse. Maybe because of the video, it didn't come out really nice. I saw it pulse on.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of like.
I don't know if it's the video, but it
didn't turn out good. Maybe we could do it again later on.
What do you mean it didn't turn out good? The video or the pulsing effect?
No, it's probably the video that's affecting it.
Well, I mean...
That's why I couldn't see the pulsing effect doing
It's like the real time would be like 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
Right.
So it's quite
but
continuous.
I didn't see that in the video because it's probably just a crappy quality. Or maybe it was too bright.
Well, there's bright as well.
Yeah.
But what I did do today is, which was really nice. I mean, in the flesh, it looks amazing. And what I did was, I had like 15 of the regulars and 15 of the exclusives. Well, all the exclusives. I did a shot where they all sit there. Maybe I can even show you. They all sit there and they're like all pulsing. Yeah, all 15 of them all pulsing at different times. Let's see if I can find that video. Camera. It's probably this one over here. Yeah, they all start like. If they look carefully, you can see how it's like.
Yeah, I see it in this one.
I got it on the widescreen.
The other video was probably too bright. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can show you guys that as well. So if you watch those eyes, guys, you can see how some of them start turning off. It's a jerky camera as well, guys, so sorry about that. But yeah, it was nice to have them all on the table, all pulsing at different times and stuff like that. Obviously, because you have to physically push the button. You have to physically push the button, and yeah, this whole camera, I don't know what is going on, but it's all bloody.
Get a decent camera.
Yeah.
A nice little.
Kim, mate, I got the most steadiest hand ever. No. Nerves of steel, mate.
You're like,
nerves of steel.
And I'm like, oh my god.
Of course.
I'm getting dizzy.
Except for when, of course, it's like Sif's been delivered.
Yeah, there's been a lot of Sifs these last few days.
Yo, so in terms of the Majora's Mask, that's what I did for the video in the stream. I was in the office. It was great to go to the factory today and then show and sort of see those changes from what I said yesterday, to see that imparted on those 15. Now, so I've done a video of that. It's gonna be. I'm not going to bother posting it because it's like a bunch of different videos, and it's all about what I'm looking at the pre-production stage. Right. And therefore, when I go back, I'm going to be going back probably on Tuesday, guys. That's when I will do the drop test and give my blessing if everything that I said today is implemented correctly on Tuesday, to say go ahead and start packing those up. We want to try and get something out before CNY. Hopefully we can get a lot of them out. We'll have to see. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that the eyes look great. They're looking forwards. Some was also saying how that the yellow of the eyes isn't quite. We have a perfect banding of the red going even around, right? Even banding of the red. I checked that all the way around, and it's all even. Now, but because the eye is not in the middle anymore, because if you did it in the middle, it's like But in order to make it like that, to follow the curvature, it comes inwards a bit, right? And that looks forwards, and that's how it looks. But of course, the yellow doesn't follow the pupil and go into the middle, because if we had done that, you would have thin banding of red and a massive banding of red on the other side. If you're talking about the eye over here, ultimately, we had it the way that we had it for the updated version. And ultimately, that's what we signed off on, and that's what the mass production has been done as. And I'm happy with the way it looks. And I think it looks great in the physical. I think it looks. The whole thing is looking good. There are some small, very, very small. Like, if you're not looking for it, you won't see it. But I'm looking for it, so I do see it. Areas that I've asked them to make some changes on. I'll see it on Tuesday. One of the things is the moss. There's sometimes it's a little bit too rectangular. Just to add a little bit of green on the outside, just to make it a little bit more sporadic at the edge, and then fill that on top with a little bit of brown wash to make it come down a little bit more. And it looks tight, it looks good. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the video when we do that. When I do that video, when I upload that, Jeffrey's got quite a few things to do in terms of videos. He's got to do. I've done a Pac-Man one. I've done a Sylvan one. If he's still here.
He's still here.
Well,
he's gonna get get a beating from his wife.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure. What is up, Carol? How's it going? Have you been enjoying the morning with a cup of Arizona iced tea? Let us know in the comments. Shout out to Mike. Hope he's doing well too. Sif is hanging out in the back room of Dollar General right now. What do you mean, Jerome? Let us know. Do you work there? Have you taken your Sif there? Yeah, so that was Majora's Mask. What else did I do?
There's a ton of Majora's Mask this week.
Yeah, I mean Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
So then you do go through.
You did you posted a polyfoam.
Yeah, polyfoam.
Yeah, and then like obviously the painting the eyes.
Yeah.
The internals of the eyes,
Yeah,
making
yeah,
sure
yeah.
the light doesn't bleed through.
Yeah. Oh, that Majora's Mask is Majora's Mask. Yeah. You guys know what's up.
Yeah.
You guys been following that. You know, doing a lot of that, and of course, going today. It's looking really tight, guys. So that's great. Now we're gonna move on to a bit of Dark Souls stuff. Of course, we just said that Ornstein's wrapping up. I've been posting that we've been working. Oh, that's what Terrence came over. So we, looking at the Dark Souls Mini Artorias SD, or the Artorias SD. He's looking great, guys.
Yeah.
Working with the factory, you can see it's already in mass production. So, you've just received your Sif. The next thing you're going to receive, if you buy it, of course, will be Artorias SD. Yeah. That'll be the next product out there by us. Of course, it's a PVC. It's not the same as a resin, but it's the point of these things. It's giving, Sif's just arrived. Solaire is in production. Solaire will come out after Chinese New Year. It's going to be maybe May, maybe June for Solaire, etc., etc. But in between that, you got a Artorias SD, and then of course after that you got a Mini SD Solaire. You got a Solaire SD as well.
Right. Yeah.
Which will be after the main OG Solaire goes out. So it's like snacks in between the main meal, because sometimes. How long has it been between RT and Sif? Pretty much a year, which is pretty crazy. So it's like people have been hungry between RT and Sif. Well, now we have these snacks that keep going out there in order to keep those sort of hungers at bay for now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that up and running. Getting it's already deep in production now.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm working on the packaging. That's looking tight.
Yeah.
I look forward to doing that video. Let's get that rocking and rolling. All right, then of course the Sifs are arriving, and I said just be careful, guys. How strong is that magnet, Chocks, for the tail?
It's strong.
Because the point is gravity is going down. Right, and gravity obviously, spoiler alert, makes things fall down. We have to use a super magnet in order to make sure it doesn't, and that is what we were basically doing. And some people are not realizing how strong it is, and they will accidentally go.
Not just that; it's like when you place the tail. Imagine the slot itself. You push it in the same direction. Don't or even when you take it off, you put it out in the same direction, not and then pull out. Because when you do it like that, that's where you put pressure against the edges of the tails, and then things snap.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys been enjoying Monster Hunter World? Did you play that on the Monster Hunters?
Sorry?
Did you play any other
I
Monster
did play a bit of it before. These guys are playing. The guys in the office,
They're big MH fans, yeah.
Yeah, they got plenty of free time to play, yeah.
As I said, get Jeff to open up every single thing that arrives. What is up, Zav? Cantus, he's looking forward to some snackies.
And
will Nito be larger than Ornstein? Well, Nito is going to be about the same height as Ornstein, but his base is much smaller. And he's about 5 times wider.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the SD pricing is coming soon. We haven't nailed it down. Well, we have nailed it down. But we will come back to that when it's time.
There's more other things to do. Photography, photos, videos, etc., etc.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, Sav knows how strong that magnet is. Absolutely. All right, so that was a bit of.
And you posted a bunch of RT assembly today, just before you came back to the office.
Just one mini arty.
Yeah.
So guys, you can see it's deep in production.
Yeah.
A lot of people are surprised. Oh my god, it's already that deep in production. Yeah,
this is different, guys.
Exactly.
This time is different compared to Crash, because Crash we placed the pre-orders first, and then we went into the production.
Not quite. You know, Crash was also in production at the time we went for pre-orders,
but not as quick as RT.
Yes, not as quick as RT.
Not as quick as RT. Yeah, because we know the time difference, the gap between pre-orders and then launching the market. So we want to make that time. We want to show
for the PVCs.
Yeah.
We're not relying on pre-orders because resins are absolutely driven by pre-orders. When we launch it, we see how many orders we get, then we can go into production, etc., etc. Whereas, as I said to you, it's all about our own website orders. When it comes to PVC, we cannot rely on our website orders. It's not going to be enough. We have to rely on wholesale, and we have enough wholesale demand in order to know with confidence that we can make the regular version, and therefore we've already started making it. If that makes sense. Especially, we want to time it so it's around in the shops when it's the 24th in Japan and 25th worldwide for the remastered version in May. So it just makes sense to do it. So what the great thing is, of course, is going to be up for pre-order, and it's already about to get on the boat. Great. All we need to do is just, once we do that pre-order for 2 weeks, we can immediately then put the numbers, put the cards in, done. Slot it in, off it goes. And that's going to be a really quick turnaround.
For sure.
For sure. All right, cool. What else we got? A bunch of Tekken Jin stuff, painting the hands, the feet, the legs, etc., etc. And one of the things was a paint flaking test. If you would have saw, people use a bit of tape, and they just basically, check it at different times. And it's almost like a Brazilian wax, but for resin statues. What else?
She looked like she was enjoying it. Yeah.
She's a big smile on her face.
Yeah, she was really having a go at Jin.
So Banjo-Kazooie eyes, or also Banjo himself, that was the effect. It looks really, really good. Then we added gloss on top of it, and it really made it pop even more. You guys didn't see the gloss version. It looks really, really tight. I'm looking forward to when we can actually start showing more and more of Banjo. It's looking really, really good. Also, that's what else we did this week. We nailed down Crash.
Which one?
Resin Crash.
Yeah.
We nailed that down with the concepts and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Submitted all of that in. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So we have done other things other than MGS. Other than just MGS. And that was looking really great.
We've done some proper work.
Yeah, we have. Oh, and also we, that Dark Souls piece we've been working on.
Yeah.
We've been working on that. Yeah, that new Dark Souls piece. Yeah, that's looking really tight.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of activity that we just forget about. Sort of working on this I know you just sort of been for the last 2-3 days.
I'm not jumping all over the place. It's like
the Tekken Banjo. This week was all a bit about hype for Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Because the last week I had done the picture of Spike.
All right.
Asking, do you have a light? A 1/4 scale light, right? And I saw all the comments, and everyone was like, and it was like a bit of, talking about it and a bit of hype about it, which was, I was like, oh, that's great. So I then, Jake asked to see.
He's in the stream?
I don't see him.
Right.
Jake asked to see Jet Black.
Yeah.
And I did Jet Black. And there was a ton of positive comments. A ton of it, and a lot of likes, and that makes me really excited that it will do better than expected. Now, there were some people who came back and correctly were like, it's not quite right, and we're going to go back and we're going to tweak it. We're not,
It's never ever quite right.
We're going to go back and tweak it. But if everything goes smoothly, not with the current versions of Spike and of Jet, will be on display at C3 next month. Hopefully we'll get Sunrise into the office.
I think the samples
have arrived. Yeah, we get Sunrise into the office to come and have a look and see what they think of it. And everything's okay, then they will display it on the stand, and then I'll go and to C3 and video that so you guys can see that. So look forward to that. I think it's 9th of Feb?
Something like that, yeah.
It's a Friday. Let me see what day is it. Oh, it must be 9th because that's when Orni's last chance starts again. So it's a Friday.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So that is that with regards to the
anime. Jet Black.
Yeah, which is good. Spyro, the eyes. Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting, wasn't it? That Fred.
You mean a classic great, then slowly turns into a shitstorm? You mean those kind of threads? Yeah. I love them.
Concerns. I want to say shitstorm.
Concerned consumers.
That's right.
Concerned consumers. And that is fine. We take those concerns and we action it. So today it was actually at the same factory. Majora's Mask also does Spyro. I got a chance to see it myself. This time because I'm seeing it as you guys are seeing it. I'm just posting you videos that I've seen. That's not the videos that I took. It's just, the videos. And I definitely agree that the white needed to be pushed across. Sorry, the pupil on his right eye, our left, when we're looking, needs to be moved across more, and it needs to be darker. So that's all being done. Do not worry, guys. Don't cancel your orders. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Push it. The shape of it needs to be like, because when you look to the side, right, you don't see the full brown of my eyes, right? So if I look at you like this, right, you can't see the full of my browns, right? The same thing for Spyro. You shouldn't be able to see the full of his pupils. The full of his irises, I should say.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to see that. But they were two perfect irises put on. No, what has to happen is his left eye, so our right, his left eye, is fine. It's right in the middle, perfectly shaped iris, bada bing, bada boom, no problem.
Yeah.
His right eye, the one on this side, right, on the our left, needs to be half cut up because it's right into the eye, and therefore you don't see all of the iris. So once you cut that in, and it's not a perfectly shaped iris, which is correct because it's been going inside the.
Well, there's a couple of things, right? There was the positioning of the eye
and the color of it,
and the color of the eye.
Both of them will be tweaked.
Right. Would it be glossy or non-glossy? Because there was people saying, "No, it shouldn't be glossy."
It will absolutely be glossy. 100% it will be glossy. Every single product that we make has glossy eyes, and they will always continue to do so, as their prototype did as well. So 100% will do that. So yeah, that is it. Oh, we have Ian Dempster in the house. Perfect timing, Chocks.
Yes. Well, you were busy browsing the internet this week because you came across this one, the Collectorverse.
Before, as soon as it went up, yeah?
Yeah. You're like, ooh, stats.
Ooh. I love my stats.
Yeah, and then you posted a few images in the club. How many digits? 3 digits?
300, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Much appreciated, guys. 300, and that was like smoke the competition. Yeah. But it was the OCC, wasn't it? Yeah. For the best group.
Yeah.
300 versus I think the other ones were like double digits. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Much appreciated.
That was quite interesting to check out. Yeah. So well done, guys.
So thanks. Shout out to the CV team. We've got Ian Dempster on the on the stream right now, but shout out to the CV team for getting that all organized. Obviously, Richard Melbourne doing a lot behind the scenes as well, getting that all organized. But what a great rally by the fans. But that ain't all, is it, Chocks? Can't rest on the laurels. There's more rallying to be done.
Yeah, because this week there was another poll going on from Michael Crawford, Captain Toys, the 2017 Poppies Award. I used to follow his page back in the day, and it's quite interesting reviews and articles. And apparently they've been doing this poll for the past 11 years, and we've been nominated in 2 categories, one for outstanding paint, and the other one is for best statue. and Artorias was nominated in both those categories. So we've made a blog on our Facebook page, on our website, and then we share that onto the main page and then back into the club. So guys, do check that out. If you believe RT should win those two categories, please jump in there and vote, because it's quite straightforward. It's just
2 buttons and an
two
email address.
radio buttons and then an email address, and that's it. Submit.
Would appreciate that, guys.
Yeah. So I think there's gonna be a drawing in a couple of weeks. There's no firm
I was
date.
going to say, do you know when the last day to vote is?
I don't know.
Okay.
Between now and 2 weeks. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah, jump in there, guys.
Yeah.
Let's add another one to the list.
Another one to that list. Oh, we have Johnny DeJesus finally decides to turn up. Way out of after Michelle. That's 3-all. I was telling Michelle earlier. It's 3-all. You arriving before Michelle. Michelle arriving before you. Next week to the death tiebreaker. That was and then various blog posts. Blah blah blah. Various. Was anything particular on the blog posts? Oh wow. Lamar. That was cool.
Yeah, that would have been a shout out. But yeah. So it's been a while. Lamar Wilson on the YouTube finally back, and his first video was the unboxing of the Lucky Cat Mario. That scared the hell out of me when he
started like pouring at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I heard it's
gonked one.
Yeah, gonked. It was the
bell.
The bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's funny. It's always entertaining to watch him unbox stuff. So yeah. But,
yeah, so shout out to Lamar. That was that's great. It's got some nice views. Hopefully, you'll spread the word of F4F. Always cool. And if you know any other radio, YouTube personalities you think that Chocks should look into, etc., do let him know. That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, one big thing this week.
Yeah, website. Have you guys checked out your account under your reward points? You can now see where you are, your total cumulative points, how many you could always see how many you could spend. That was always the case, but you never knew what your total cumulative points were and how close you were to the next level and where you are on the overall achievement bar. So hopefully you guys have had a chance to check it out. It's a huge feature that we've been wanting for over a year. Finally, it's done. Super excited that you guys can now see that. And I believe at the end, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have our first F4F tit.
Titanium, that is.
And that will be Stephen Reynolds will be the first hashtag #1 F4F tit. Well, we all know it's plat or bust.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So that's a great new feature, and we will expand on that in the future. Boom. We can review. Done.
What, done? What are these? Yeah.
So I asked about the neocortex size, yeah.
Yeah, some references like
and Yu-Gi-Oh sizes.
Yeah.
For the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
It was chunky versus felt. Ultimately, at the end, I'm gonna go down the middle.
It's pretty much down the middle.
So I'm gonna go down the middle.
Yeah.
Not too chunky, not too svelte, just in the middle.
Or both.
One of each.
Yeah, one of each.
There's too many variations of Blue Eyes White Dragon. We can do ultimate and different versions of it. 3-headed versions of before, right? Just doing 2 of those, like one skinny, one fat. So,
Sonic? You posted a Sonic?
Oh yeah, Sonic. Yeah, production. As Silver's now being wrapped up, Sonic's can be done. Sorry, Sonic's Silver's being wrapped up. 25th can start being done now.
Yeah, and Sunny has kind of like been, pushing me to get some of those parcels out, because apparently next week there'll be some samples coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, some samples coming out, like we normally do, right, before items are shipped out. So
right.
I've got some samples coming in. So maybe if I can, I've got to get some time, take some photos for you guys, and post that into the club as well, so you guys know what to expect.
Well, no, call me up, and why don't we do another video like we did for Sif?
Yeah.
Here it is. Check it out, guys. Blah, 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 blah.
Casamari Prince.
Yeah, all of them.
Dip, yeah?
Yeah.
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Alex Petulia, do you have 1.4 million subscribers? Then you are a personality, some YouTube personality.
That's it, right? That's it.
That's it.
Oh my
That's it, that's it, that's it.
Temptation Thursday.
Temptation Thursday.
Alright. Bum, bum, bum. By release dates.
What is up, Andrew Hammond?
Last week's TT85 Lost Odyssey. Oh god, nothing seemed to have moved on that one. Right now it has 89 votes for yes and 243 votes for no. So,
so hit us up, Lost Odyssey. Actually,
well, I've seen the post is still being bumped up. So hopefully people will slowly, keep that going on. Yeah.
Hashtag TTs
never die.
There you go.
Well, at least that's been bumped up more than a few of the other ones.
True.
Yeah. And guys, a lot of people have been waiting for this. The anime.
You mean no one's been bumping Pure?
Pure doesn't have the lowest votes though.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't have the lowest votes.
I'm just saying, you mean they've been bumping that, but you mean no one's been bumping up Pure?
What's a Pure? But anyways, yeah. Indeed. So this week's Kenshin, Rurouni Kenshin, which is slash Samurai X, and that it's pretty much neck and neck right now. 157 votes for yes, and 176 votes for no. Thoughts? Kind of expected, but
what do you guys think?
There's
quite classic, yo.
Yeah, I know, but the results kind of expected, but at least the atmosphere for that is quite good.
What does that mean?
As in, like, people like it, remember it. There's not like how do I put it? There's not much like arguing like on either side of the equation.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice for a change.
That's nice.
Yes.
For a change.
Yes, I know it's a classic.
Yeah.
Like everyone has their own different opinions of why votes are not being voted, etc. Real life news.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right then. It's time for the week winners, I guess. Is that right?
Yeah, let's go through the winners first.
Okay.
Last week.
Hey, Eleanor. Thanks for saying hi. See you in an hour and a half.
Last week's hashtag F4F Shin. There was 3 winners chosen. And over to you.
All right. The 3 winners. Let's see. I've definitely seen one person. Oh, Jake's just joined us. I was talking about you with regards to Cowboy Bebop. This week's there are 3 winners. We have someone. It's a dude. We have 2 dudes and a lady. 2 dudes and a lady. Let me know if you're a dude or a lady. 2 dudes and a lady.
Or was it 1% custom?
All right. If the guys are saying, wait, hold on. The guys are saying it's quite a delayed. Let me just try and refresh the comments, the stream, just to see if that makes any difference with regards to the speed of the comments coming in. All right, guys, I've refreshed it. Hopefully that works out a little bit better in terms of the stream delay. All right, so the first winner is someone who begins with the letter K. And it is Kevin Morgan. Congratulations. And I'm pretty sure I've seen the next dude join. I just need to see if he is there. Yeah. The next one is begins with a J. Let me know if your name begins with a J. Like James Bennington, his name begins with a J. That's an example of a name beginning with J. We have Jeremy Beerson in the house. Lovely JB, lovely Addy. His name also begins with the letter J. Justin Slice also begins with a J. So does Jamie Bailey. Now, who could it be? Those are good examples of letter J's. There was definitely a big delay in terms of how long it takes for it to come in.
Yeah. Didn't notice.
Oh, because look, I've been talking about J's, and I would expect some people are going to go, oh yeah, Mom, my name's Jay. My name's Jay. But look how long it's taking. It's like It's only like 15 seconds, but it's been like 30 seconds now.
Come on, Jays.
Yeah, look how long it's taking. God, it's been like half a minute. So you have to consider that when it's a who dat. It's going to be like 30 seconds delays. Holy shit, when we're like, oh, which one are you going to choose? We're like, oh,
Really?
it's going to be like 30 seconds delay.
Tonight.
Yeah, almost 2 minutes.
Wow. What's going on? You're not downloading anything, are you?
Let me check.
Oh, now everyone's saying they're a dude.
Oh my god, that's really.
That 19.8%. That's right, Carol.
Oh my god, is this the point when I'm refreshing it now? That's like. What's that all about?
I don't know. So I'm assuming our voices are fine.
I guess so.
It's just the video and the messages that are delayed.
Closing Skype. Bye Skype.
How many fingers I got here? Let's see how long's the message going to come in.
Let me see. OBS is 61%.
Oh.
Google.
Message is stopped.
It is super delayed. So why is the CPU of OBS so high? That is weird. Look, finally they're saying J. Look how long that is. That's like 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
That is super delayed. It's like 2. Yeah, that is a while, guys. That is a while. Tyler.
That's alright. It's like we could reply and then just like we'll come back in 2 minutes.
It's gonna be like the longest who dat of all time. Can you please, whoever wins who dat, go out instantly, because it's gonna be a long time choosing. So, congratulations to the final winner. No, the second winner, and it is Jay, and it is Joey Amodio. Congratulations there, Gian. And last but not least, a lovely lady, begins with the letter L. Let us know if that's you. But by the time that you do let us know, I've already told you that it's Lynn Dudley. So congratulations to Lynn Dudley. That is that. Sorry about. I don't know why these weeks. Why it's super slow.
How's it look on here?
That is really weird.
When do I join?
Right, guys. I tell you what. What I'm gonna try.
20-second delay.
No, it's much more than 20 seconds. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close.
Oh, I just joined. So. Is it back? Is it back to speed?
Pornhub. Good luck, Jays. You know, it's super low, super slow.
Seems to be fast now. The messages.
See, look, got them torrents running. Now I reckon it's still super slow. What I'm gonna try is I'm gonna completely close down Chrome, but it should continue to stream. All right, guys. You just won't see. So I'm gonna close it down. Hopefully, it should be okay. Right, I'll close that down. I'm gonna completely
Task manager.
I have task manager there. It should. Right. Okay. Now I'm gonna open up Chrome again. Go into here. Go into the OCC. Let's see if this makes any difference. Go back down over here. And then I go to here. It'll bring it back in. All right, let's see. All right, let's do a quick countdown.
I'm just saying how many I've got 2 fingers of. It's just
saying, just now, yeah.
Just now.
All right, here we go. Just when I say now, please just say hi. Now. Let's see how long it takes for them to say hi, because it's been 5 seconds now. Normally it's about 15 to 20 seconds. Now it's been 10 seconds. Now it's been 15 seconds.
That's weird.
Huh. That's quite a long time. That's quite a long time.
No one's saying hi.
Yeah, no one's saying hi. Don't know why that is. That's not good news. That's super, super slow. What is that? Why is that? Yeah, everyone's just saying congrats. Man, it's been like 40 seconds now.
Congrats the second winner. Oh,
Why is that so slow?
it's so slow. You guys are playing like Monster Hunter, aren't you, in the background? You guys are like hogging the internet.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Man, this is super delayed.
Now we got congrats Dudley.
That's, you know, a long time ago. Do you think it's because it's under mine? No, let me try. If I put this under, let's see if that resets anything.
Nah, can't be.
Nah, it doesn't really. Easily 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
What is going on?
What?
What's the
Can we ping it? Like, what's the speed? What?
No idea. That's mental. It's still not got any highs. Alright, well, it is what it is. We deal with the hands that we've been given. And we see what happens. It's weird.
Oh.
How you feeling? Knackered? Alright, let's party. Let's go straight on this week's Who Dat. It's a Who That's now, yeah?
No, well, we haven't named any TTs.
Oh, what's coming up?
Yeah.
What is coming up?
We haven't decided.
We done nothing.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Kenshin was the last one.
Shit, really?
Because it's kind of like two. It was like in sets of two.
All right, let's do.
Favorites.
Let's do an official. Let's next week do an official Beyond Good and Evil. Now we had done it as part of the general Ubisoft chat, right? Where we did a poll when they were here beginning of the year. What difference would it make if it's an official TT? It's got a blog post that can be rallied outside the club to bring people in.
Now to say hi.
Now they're saying hi, Jesus. That is like...
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah. So next week, and let us know if there's anything else that you want to see. Next week, Beyond Good and Evil. Chocks, you choose one as well. What do you want to do for that?
That's a tough one. I don't want to go for any of those on that list.
Okay. So you go for a personal favorite. Streets of Rage? No. How about Golden Axe?
Golden Axe?
Yeah. The dwarf on the bloody, like, Ankylosaurus. Tail whip.
Yeah, I know how that pose is going to turn out, though.
Well, as an example, whoa. If not Golden Axe, then what?
I don't know, man. It's like, I got to wait 2 minutes before I get any, like, feedback.
Here's something. What about, like... Can you think... You know how we did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the game, the arcade one.
It was based on the arcade one, right? Yeah. But technically they look pretty similar to their own version, right? Mm-hmm. What about, like as an example, I mean, of course, I'm not suggesting this one in particular, but it's a good example, right? Batman, Arkham Knight. That whole Batman, obviously we know, obviously other companies have done it as well, but I'm just talking about as an example where you take a comic book character, but it has a specific look from a specific game. That probably isn't in.
That's a recent game. If you look at it that way, I might as well just say, RoboCop versus Terminator. I might as well just kill two birds with one stone.
Why? What do you mean? Oh, what you mean? There's a game like that?
Back in the day, RoboCop.
Yeah, but they look like from the film. Assuming, obviously, pixelated or whatever, yeah?
Pixelated, yeah.
But they look like it's supposed to come from the film. Whereas Batman's a better example where the Arkham games.
Yeah, it has its own
style.
Yeah, it has its own game style.
And
Has its
as
own
an example,
Joker and
you know, what about that Spider-Man coming up from you know, that latest Spider-Man?
The new
Yeah?
Spider-Man, yeah.
I think that's a specific costume for that Spider-Man from that game.
Sure.
So how would you? You know, I know we always say that it should always be, you know, video game that it's known for.
Right.
But in the case of something like Batman, obviously it's known for being a comic book character that has a video game.
Yeah.
But now we're just talking about a video game that is of that character, just kind of like Turtles as well. We kind of did it with Turtles. Obviously didn't do it, but I'm just thinking, how would that do? Do you think, what would they, for example, if you take that Spider-Man, and it's a special version for that Spider-Man, would the comic book guys like that as well? Or not? Because it's not been in the character, let's say, assuming it's not been, I mean, I don't know too much about it, but it's same as not being in the comic. Would that be something that they would like, even though it's not been in the comic? And they're not a gamer? Would that have that cross appeal? Or would it, no, it's just something to think about. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Oh, 3 PM's in the house. Facebook down across UK and the world as login issues are reported. Ah, cool. Now I say I'll check it out a little bit later on.
Alright, so it's not down, it's very slow. Very slow.
So, let's see. Yeah, there's no feedback because everyone is like...
Yeah, Splatoon.
Splatoon, yeah. What else we got? Earthworm Jim. We've got a TT for Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
Doing a bit of shopping. Give you a whiff.
Doing a bit of researching. Doing a bit of research. Because usually some classic games will just pop up. Mine's blank right now.
Yeah, you're choosing the next one.
Let's try that. Don't know why that.
No, Josh, just to say that we don't have Turtles. It's just that we did a TT on the old school classic version by Konami of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not the original cartoon version. Or you're going Super NES, are you?
Should I?
You like to go classic, yeah?
It's all same stuff.
Here's another example. What was that game? It was a Star Wars game. Yeah, I think it's like something like Squadron 64 or something like that.
Squadron 64.
You were like Delta Force. No, not Dark Forces. Delta Squad maybe, where you're like 4 stormtroopers. Well, you're 4 stormtroopers.
Hold on. I got one.
You're 4 stormtroopers.
No, I've got one. Right, we've been doing a lot of character pose and all that stuff, right? Yeah. And then every so often it's like, oh guys, can you do some like tanks and like craft vehicles and stuff like that? How about Ace Combat?
Yeah.
Planes, right?
Yeah.
Fighter planes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
See?
I thought you were tired. How come you're so sharp all of a sudden? With that Red Bull, yeah? Every now and then you get a bit of sharpness, yeah.
There you go.
All right.
So after Beyond Good and
Evil,
we have Ace Combat.
But aren't they just like normal planes? Are they different?
Different planes.
Are they
have different like themes and stuff like that as well?
Specific to Ace Combat?
Yeah.
But are they not like real life planes?
I don't think they're real life planes.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. They make it sound like they're real life planes.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there like a specific one that's like the cover one?
Cover ones. You know, it's a long series.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because like people are asking for like vehicles and stuff like that, so I was like, oh, okay. Maybe this is the first one. The next time I do a vehicle TT poll, that might be quite interesting as well.
Looks like F-14s. It's a lot of choices.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got some fictional ones as well.
You get some. Yeah. You can, like, all these different.
Okay, yeah.
themes and stuff. You can do like emblems and.
Emblems and stuff like that. All right, cool. Well, we'll check that out. We'd be interested to choose one of the. Oh yeah, no, this one with the sort of square, intakes. Yeah. All right. Nice one. Nice one.
See how that goes.
All right, guys. So you heard it. Next one will be. What was it? Beyond Good and Evil,
Beyond
and the
Good.
one after that will be Ace Combat. Nice one. Nice one. Oh yeah, absolutely right. Ori and the Blind Forest. You're absolutely right. Will definitely come first. That comes first. I promise that to M.
Oh, Miranda.
Yeah.
Which one?
Ori.
Ori.
Ori and the Blind Forest. And the Blind Forest in the Blind. And the Blind. What? What is it? Ori.
And that forest.
Have a look. What is it? Ori and the Blind Forest, or yeah, it must be
Actually, Ori in the blind forest.
Ori and the Blind Forest. So thanks, JC, for reminding me.
Right.
Ori and the Blind Forest will be coming before. So Ori Beyond,
first, then Beyond,
Combat.
and then Ace Combat.
Boom.
Maybe Zone of the Enders, because I know a couple guys been hitting me up as well. Zone of the Enders, Zone of the Enders.
Yeah?
Yeah. Remind me in 4 weeks' time, Zone of the Enders.
Mm.
And now think about it.
Toe Jam and L. Did we not do that? Did we do a Toe Jam and
I
L?
don't think we've done Toe Jam. Toe Jam and L.
Pretty sure the creators contacted me or someone.
I've contacted him. I've contacted him before.
I'm pretty sure I've been in contact with him.
Yeah, you probably have.
What? When you were F4F?
Before. They got a Kickstarter game
Right.
coming up.
Republic Commando. There you go. That is. I've been talking about that like 5 minutes ago. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we got a TT. We
got a TT for Toe Jam. That's what I thought. Rally the fans. TT's never bad.
54 votes
For
Toe Jam.
You can pick up a plane model for $30. Yeah, you can pick up a lot of things for $30. Is it the same size? Is it the same feeling? Is it the same thing?
Is it an official product?
Indeedy. That plane sounds boring. Look, some people might find it interesting, some people might not. Might not. All right, cool. That is this week's Who Dat results. This week's next few weeks thingy bobs as well, and it's time for this week's hashtag, and it's hashtag F4F solid. Hashtag F4F solid for a chance to win 500 reward points chosen at random for 2 lucky winners. We will be choosing at random. Hashtag F4F solid, SOLID, for a chance to win 500 reward points. And we should start seeing those comments come in about 3 minutes time.
F4F solid. Yeah.
Solid, yeah. There you go. They might see that post first. They don't even see.
I don't even see it myself.
Yeah, refresh your screen because JC wrote about that for a long time ago. Oh, I see it here, so I'll just pin it myself. I've got that pinned on.
Alright.
Yeah. Hashtag F4F solid. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, maybe because they saw the comments that they're doing that.
Yeah.
They saw this comment rather than actually hearing it. So.
Yeah.
Those who wrote F4F solid, did you hear me say it on the stream first, or did you just see Chock was posted in the comments, and that's why you've done it?
Look, guys, there's plenty of time, plenty of chances for more vehicles. I know you guys want F0. It could be any UN Squadron. Thunder Force. Tons of vehicles.
Yeah. Landmaster.
Yeah. Initial D. But there's tons of that anyway. There's tons of 80, 86.
What is this? Like a Acura or something, isn't it?
Toyota.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, where are we at?
Less known characters, Kai. Because we know Resident Evil is going to do well. Want to give the lesser known characters?
Actually, I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced either. I'm not convinced either.
About Resident Evil?
Yeah.
No.
Too many of them around.
But yeah, we want to go every now and then. We'll throw in a big one,
Yeah.
but not all the time. We want to have. We want to try and look for.
we're
We're trying to find those gems.
Yeah. Those hidden gems that not a lot of people told you. You want niche stuff, right? You guys want niche stuff. We gonna choose some niche
Combo pack for niche.
lines.
Combo pack for niche.
Combo for niche. Triple pack for niche.
Quadruple pack for niche. And then the boys come back and go, how many SKUs?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. I guess that's it. Q&A.
Q&A! Yay!
I'm sure there's only a few questions, right?
Last time it was like 50 something.
I'm going to cane through these guys. Q and A. Q and A.
Find it?
Let's type it in. Chocks and A. Oh, there it is. Alright, here we go. South Cantus, with the criticism, like always, of Ornstein's spear, will F4F bring it to justice or leave it like noodle limp? A limp noodle. The answer to that is we are not changing the sculpt, but we can work on the colouring to make it a little bit more yellow instead of orange. Nanase says, ooh, Nanase edition returns this Friday. Neon is love, neon is Nanase. Thanks for the lack of question. Randy Gerard, have you started signing the day one cards for Dribble Draws Must? That's a fucking good point. How the hell are they going to pack it without the bloody cards?
Well, you're busy next week then. Guess you're busy.
But they can't start packing it until I give them those things.
Yeah, no.
Hasn't it come yet?
Yeah, they're here for you.
When do they come?
Last week. But John was still around. We can't, boot him out first, and then you have.
Well, the point is we can use. Yeah, we haven't got much table space anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna sign that Sonic 25th as well. Finish it off.
Alright. Yeah. We'll just came through that then on Monday. Just came through it all.
Sure.
Yeah. The answer is no, Randy. Jake Mayer. Hey there, guys. Number one, I know you can't reveal any more images, but can you tell us Banjo and Kazoo will be in a static or dynamic pose? Dynamic. 2, will they be Bowser price range or closer to MM? Closer to MM. That's a huge difference between those prices, by the way, yeah? But closer to MM.
Statically
3,
dynamic.
is there any chance, any anime news you can share with us? Nothing to report in particular. Randy Gerard, can you do a partnership with Natalie Mankin for her art prints to be included with some of the statues? It's one of the things was asking for for example, for Nintendo things. I think she'd done one for Variasuit. I think she'd done one for that, and that doesn't work because it's Nintendo does not allow any art prints of any kind. I bet you've never seen an unofficial one in terms of that before. You've never seen an official one of that. But in terms of other things, yeah, certainly something I can consider. Austin Paul, why are we still here? Soren Stephenson, Vestergaard, when do you expect Spyro will get shipped out? Q1 or Q2? I just can't see it on the shipping calendar. Spyro will definitely be Q2 because it's not going to be done before Chinese New Year. Kevin Daltrey, a few people, including myself, have problems with the Amaterasu where the connector that the plug has cracked snapped. It appears to be a design flaw where the plug isn't able to support the weight of the reflector and eventually cracks. Do you have any thoughts on this and how can we strengthen the plug to prevent it from cracking, snapping? I don't believe they just crack over time. I don't know. Is that? I mean, I don't know if it's been picked up or something like that.
Any bumps
or knocks or anything like that. You can't really do anything to strengthen it. Maybe you can use a bit of. Is there such a thing as? Is there such a thing as matte glue? Just so if you just wanted to go in right at on the inside so you can't actually see it, use a matte glue just to put it on there, just to strengthen it if it hasn't cracked. I guess you could do that as a preventative method, but there's nothing apart from that I could really imagine them doing.
I know there's got to be some sort of aftercare solutions out there. I know when you collect toys, you can there's ways to protect plastics and fake fur.
You know, probably like some sort of matte super glue. If you're concerned, you can put that on the reflector at the base part, which is put in, so it doesn't actually. But matte as well, you wouldn't be able to see it, which is another thing. Something like that. Salcantus, with the poll ran on small, can a scaled down version be a possibility down the line? What would it take? Yeah, it's possible. Hit me up when there's 700 plus for people wanting it. Randy Gerards, do you know that way? I know that way. Stuart Coffee, when is Guts coming up for pre-order? Maybe 2 months time? 1 month, yeah, two months time, maybe something like that. I saw it today, it's looking really tight. We want to get it to us before Chinese New Year. Then we need to do the documentaries, we need to do all that sort of stuff. That takes another 2 weeks. So I think maybe beginning of March?
Guts. That's what we...
Beginning to middle of March, I think that's probably a good time. And we didn't want it to be too close to Ornstein, because they're going to be quite similar demographics that want to buy it. Give a little bit of... Because it's going to be expensive. Expensive! But he's looking beastly, guys. Honestly, I'm really proud of how that's coming out. And today I saw the animations of the exclusive base. Tight. Number 1 from Alex Hughes. Any updates on when LSB AMI payments might continue? No updates. We're still not at that stage yet. Silver's now going out the door. Then 25th. Once 25th starts, they can start working on AMI on that. But then of course we now hit Chinese New Year, so unfortunately that's been delayed. Number 2. I know you. Now you guys are less small fries. My consideration was still tiny potatoes. So,
well, we've already moved up the level.
Have we? I don't think so. Yeah. And you have FlexiPay on in-stock items. Will you consider making all of edition size? I get why it's done before due to cancellations, but I think these days you guys will still sell them with having a much bigger audience. And FlexiPay could be worth a try. I totally agree with you, but we won't just simply go cold turkey. We'll just continue to reduce the numbers. You used to go 30% cancellation, so we will reduce it by, let's say, 25%. Nowadays, we're reducing it less. Now it's 20. We totally miscalculated it for Fighter Kirby, and maybe it's highlighted more when it's something that is more acutely smaller edition size, and there's less likely people are going to cancel because they're more. It's a smaller. It's maybe perhaps a more niche character, and therefore if you bought it in the first place, you're going to want to have it, and therefore you won't cancel it. So the answer is we won't just go 0. We will continue to reduce until the day we can go 0. It'll be an absolute honor if we can do that. As a fellow Alex, I hereby give Alex Davis 500 war points, much appreciated. I'll give myself 500 war points right after the show. Much love, thank you. Candace Hill, if you could make a figure any anime character you want, no matter who you would choose, who would you choose? Any anime character, who would I choose that we haven't got? Who would you choose, Chocks?
Any anime female character, male character?
Any figure.
Oh, so many. I don't know. Really don't know. Chopper. I don't know.
Princess Mononoke.
Chopper from One Piece. I don't know.
Princess Mononoke riding her bloody wolf.
Easy 1-to-1 scale Chopper.
Princess Mononoke riding the wolf.
Yeah.
Chopper.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
That would make for an amazing diorama.
Yeah.
Spear out.
What about the castle in the sky? of those creatures.
Mononoke.
Yeah.
Mononoke.
She's a good choice.
Nice big scale. Yeah, that would be sweet. That would be tight. Now I'm feeling sad. Ricky Honorable Pow, is this the year of F4F PVC lines? Well, it will be the start. It's not going to be the actual year. It's definitely going to be an improvement over last year. 2019, we expect to do even more, right, Chocks?
Yeah.
We'll just keep on churning that, and
Slowly,
we want that to improve.
just pick up in every single area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we might go from super teeny tiny potatoes to slightly less super teeny tiny potatoes, but still in the super teeny tiny potato family.
Yeah. Still keeping things down to earth.
Keeping it real.
I think I need a slash.
What, if as long as you don't kip in there as well.
You'll be alright?
Yeah, you off?
I'll be really quick, yeah.
Alright, mate. Alright, sweet.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. A Primark Mortarian. When is Guts pre-order happening? Maybe middle of March. We are aiming for that. It's looking really good. Jan Bossalou. I missed some info on Guts. Is he resin or PVC? He is resin. Is Goch gonna be standing or sitting? We would look at when if it ever came time to doing him to have something similar to that sort of scale that that you did for small, slightly smaller, and then but still beastly. How would that look if people were accepting with that? Then it would be standing. Some of the things to think about. Candace Hill, could there be a FlexiPay option on converted waitlist orders in the future? The answer is yes in the future, but the answer is right now no. We don't have that set up, but it's definitely something that we want to do. It will be basically if your order gets converted. I understand that you just get hit with the final amount for the waitlist, and it can be difficult to if you haven't planned for it. Otherwise, when your waitlist converts, if we know what your payment plan is choices, it will just kick in right afterwards. So it's not something we can do right now, but it's definitely something we are looking for in the future. All right, moving on to... Oh, and do you have any near future PVCs planned? So yeah, talking about PVCs, I see Alex Hughes has also written below as well. There's 2 already at the tooling model stage, and that is SD Artorius and SD Solaire. Those 2 are already at that. We have more plans for DS SDs. We have more plans. Ami, you've seen the PVC design of that. That is now been at the physical stage now, and it's looking tight. Now we're going to start working on the countersample, then the tooling model, all that sort of good stuff. We have another 2 that's definitely in development. One of those is in physical that we haven't talked about. Another one is...
What's this?
Just about the PVC lines for the future.
Uh-huh.
And another one that we're working towards. Basically, yeah, we've had great success with Link and Crash, and we continue to develop them. Nanase, what about that PVC Twilight Princess? Twilight Princess Zelda, Alex. It would be awesome to have on the same scale to go with Twilight Princess, Link, and Ganondorf. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're talking about the PVC Twilight Princess, we never made the Link or the Ganondorf. The OG ones. Those were made by Together Plus. And yes, it's the same scale that we did Breath of the Wild Link. That would be the case. We wouldn't be doing a Twilight Princess Zelda anytime soon. It would be, if we were going to do a Zelda, it would be Zelda from Breath of the Wild, whilst we're still focusing on that. But, in between big launch dates, I would love to do a tweet. Yeah, that might be a great idea. Maybe we just scale down our big one and make it in a PVC, change the pose very slightly, and go from there. Go from that. So, let us know in the comments if that's something I can... Because maybe that would be quite easy, because Nintendo wouldn't have too much to deal with in terms of resources.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to be like, bust out a TP Zelda, because we've done it in resin, just make it smaller.
Well, you can try in May.
Change the pose a little bit.
Mm. end of the day, you know, there's a limitation of how many are made in a year. So we got to you know, choose the right slot for that line.
Yeah. Flo, hey guys, any news on MHA? I'll be asking this every week because I know there's another company that is getting it. Don't you think you should go and get it as soon and start running it as possible? The answer to that is, you know what? These things all take time. You can get it. They sound like they're way ahead of us anyways, and these things take loads of time to get the license, then negotiate the license, to get the license, develop the product, all that sort of stuff. All takes time. For this sort of thing, I've now sort of, you know, given up in terms of trying to beat people to get there first.
Get there first. There's no point.
It's no
really.
point. It's just we make it. You like it. You don't like it. If there's something else there out, you know, it is what it is.
We drive shitty cars. We still get from A to B.
We get from A to B. We are the tortoises of the race. We just hope that we race against a few hares every now and then. What's your favorite Final Fantasy? 7? Do you like Dragon Quest? Not as much as Final Fantasy. How about you, Chocks?
They're both good in their own ways. It's, you know, I won't dish one or the other.
If you had to choose.
I don't have to choose. Right? I don't have to choose.
That's a good point. He doesn't say which you like. He says, do you also
I like them both.
That was the right... Yeah. I take back my answer. Both. Both.
Make me choose sides.
Yeah.
Only Red Bull.
Matt Johnson. Now the Yakuza statue has excess of 500 yeses in the TT poll.
Well done.
When is it likely to go up for pre-order? Yeah, maybe Q3.
When Shenmue also gets to 500 votes.
Oh, we're making it more and more like more things to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, we're looking at that. I mean, like we said, rally the fans, and you know, like I said, Yakuza's done pretty well.
Sure.
For what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sav. Excuse me. Can we make it clear that I don't know how delayed the stream is as well. You've just sat down.
Great, isn't it?
You've been sat down for at least 2 minutes.
What now?
Yeah.
That's good. Perfect timing. I wait for 2 minutes.
So it's the problem, I reckon, Chocks, is not with the comments appearing on this screen. It's the fact that this is delayed by 30 seconds. I know this is delayed by two minutes. Rather than Facebook having an issue. It's our streaming into Facebook is a problem. I think it's the OBS problem. Is there some sort of settings I can do with that output? Stream output.
How does it look on my phone?
Advanced. There's some sort of like buffer I can give, like some sort of speed.
Speed.
General. Stream. Output. Streaming. Bitrate. What do I do with the bitrate, guys? Right now it's on 2,500. Let me know if there's something I'm supposed to do with the bitrate, and if that's going to improve it or not. Right. See if anyone replies to that, Chocks, and then I will continue. Sav Canters, can we make it clear that the Silver Knights must have a great bow? No problem. I would do a silver black knight combo with different swords, different weapons, and combo that up. Daniel Illy, I know you guys always do a 1 hour documentary whenever a new statue goes up for pre-order, but you only talk about the creation process and don't really show how it's done. Have you thought about making a behind the scenes documentary that actually shows the process of making a statue? I know, the concept art and how the piece is getting sculpted, etc., etc. The answer to that is yes, we thought about that, but that involves foresight. Oh, I know. I'll video this part so I can use it in the documentary in a year's time. Is not what I've ever once done when I've been working on the designs. But I understand what you're saying. You know, every now and then I put in some concepts in there if I look it up, but you know, I appreciate you guys looking for that as well. We talk about it rather than actually showing it. Yeah, it's a lot of sort of. It's almost like you have to have a professional filmmaker in. Oh, we do have a professional filmmaker in our office. The answer is it would be nice in a perfect world, but it seems like quite a lot of effort to do it, or organization, I would say. Braden Cole, I noticed that the gems of Spyro are very round when looking from the top, as has a lot of a small flat side. Is this going to be addressed? As in the game, they have 5 long sides and it's 3 a.m. and don't mind the bad grammar. The answer is we are not changing it. These are what the molds are, and they will be like this. This is something that we got off the open market and just customed the colors. We didn't, and we also believe that this is what they should be looking like if it was in high definition, as was, you know, the cover art as an example. Braden Cole, with the DS PVC line, are you going to be doing something similar as Crash for the X? I love the box X the Crash came in, and the answer is absolutely yes. Packaging wise, for future exclusive PVCs will be just like that. There was a great response to Crash's one, and we will continue to do just that.
Yeah.
You know, oh, it's just extra packaging, but no, it really has that kind of premium packaging that you can only really tell once you get it in hand, and I think it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it is that we can go a little bit more crazy with it. When you think about the regular packaging of all of our, you know, PVCs, it has to be open, it has to have like window boxes, it has to have that attractive design that if you plunk it on the table on a shelf, you can go in and you can see the product inside, right, Chocks?
Yeah.
No such worry when it comes to making the exclusive version, because people can only buy it from us. You can't see the packaging, and therefore you can see how that packaging for Crash is actually very obstructive. You can't see Crash himself at all. But we're not trying to sell it on a shop floor, on a shop shelf. We don't have to worry about that, so we can just concentrate on making the material being absolutely awesome. So that's the point of that. Giovanni called Morio. During Fun Day, I gauged interest in the anime Wolf's Rain, and it seemed to have a lot of love, even after being logged. There is little to no merchandise for it. I was thinking maybe F4F wants to make some more wolves. I'm always down for some wolves. So the answer to that is... you know, maybe a future TT. Make sure you re-rally it on this Fun Day. I'll take another look at it, see how that's coming along. I saw there was a lot of comments, but I didn't look too much into it. If it rises to the top, it rises to the top. Two, with the talk of Bebop bases, is it too late to make them hexagon instead of circles? I think it might make displaying them much neater, especially if the bases aren't very large. If the orders are significant, we will change that accordingly. Right now they're round, but that's something that we could change later on without any issue. If it was rallied for that. At the time. Not now. Later. Denise Kim, what's the status of our delayed orders, EU? Already got an answer from Phil. Good, good. Ricky Honorable Powell, what would it take to bust the old laughing Sonic Wii remote holder out of the vault? Oh man, you remember that. I don't know. But what would he be holding? What would he be holding? Or should we just do it as a resin and like not holding something? Just change the pose so he's just sort of like... that would be nice actually. Well, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Alex Walker, what is up guys? You mentioned in a previous Q&A that you didn't plan on running any further interest polls in Dark Souls, but as Joshua Harmon and myself have noted, the DLC for DS3 was released after you did those polls, so those characters that were very popular won't be in your lineup. I was thinking Slave Knight, Dark Eater, okay, fair enough. I will run one later. I will run one later. Especially now that Ornstein has brought in a lot of new DS fans. When we run that poll, we might have some drastically different... You know, we can see some stuff. So yeah, great question, and I will get that added sometime next week. Justin Slice, can you confirm that Sniper Wolf will be the third statue in the MGS line? No, it won't be. Grey Fox.
Third statue.
Javier is blessed. Jean-Maxime Marlowe, have you ever considered Nameless King as the first statue of the DS3 lines? Have you considered releasing the first statue of the DS3 lines right now? Yeah, absolutely. Nameless King would be an obvious choice, bearing in mind he was at the top of the poll. So absolutely considered that. And have you considered releasing the? You know, these take time. We haven't got to the physical on any of our work on the DS3 lines. These things take time. Time. Denise Kip, Gamescom still on the radar? The answer to that is yes. I'm going to hear a proposal from Jeff on Monday.
We had a conversation today as well.
Okay.
Touched briefly on that.
Okay.
We talked about the local one in
Hong Kong as well.
No, in August time. No, in June.
July.
In June.
Time, yeah.
July last year. June this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that one's pretty straightforward, simple stuff. You know. And then we briefly touched upon Gamescom as well. That one needs a little bit more research and stuff. But I think we've got a good aim.
Come up to me with quotes as well. Pricing on that.
That's on.
Yeah, sure. That's what I want to see.
But I think you've probably got a good idea of what kind of area or theme you want to be looking at, anyways.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we looked at it last year after we came back from NYCC.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward.
As a glutton for punishment, I want more punishment. I haven't had enough punishment.
Be all right. You gotta, you gotta look out for some positives out of that experience.
There was positives.
Yeah. There was. All forgotten.
No, positives haven't been forgotten, but overall it was as I think about it more and more. Yeah. But we've learned from that, so can we see that what we've learned from NYCC we can apply it to Gamescom? That'd be interesting. Very, very interesting. Tobias Benz. First question. Will the following statues be shipped out until the end of 2018? Bowser, Various Suit, Orny. Yes.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Second question. Hope this makes sense. When doing FlexiPay, usually the last payment is the last FlexiPay amount plus shipping.
Come again? What's the question?
Okay, the answer to your question, Tobias, is it doesn't make sense to do it like that because people can apply discounts. That's the problem. They can apply discounts, meaning that when they do the final payment, it is okay. The way the FlexiPay system is set up right now is basically means that it is set $10, $20, whatever it is per payment, right? It's all set, and the system pulls the information from the table that says if anybody's on this number of points, if anybody chooses this FlexiPay plan, they're going to have to pay this much per month. What you're talking about only works in a scenario where each FlexiPay plan is directly attributable to the person who buys it. In-stock FlexiPay is a great example of how that works specifically for one person. We haven't done that for pre-order just yet, so we are. Did you want this? This is charged. Oh, okay. Pre-order, it basically means that the answer is no, we can't do it right now. In the future, yes, we probably can. Maybe even include shipping cost, perhaps. Angela, does the recent decision to add a pulse effect to Majora's Mask give you inspiration for lighting effects on future figures? Sure. I mean, well, it's not like it's inspiration. I mean, I think one of the pinnacles of our light design was in the 25th anniversary Sonic by far. Various Suit, it lights up like a frigging Christmas tree and all, but at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of lights, and a lot of them all over. That's engineering, placement, all that sort of stuff. But animations in the lights, classic. I mean, 25th anniversary was a fantastic example of that. So, something like that was more complicated than the pulse effect for the eyes for Majora's, and likewise, the Guts one has a great animation effect going throughout all of that as well. Benedict, any chance for a Kino no Tabi figure? RTF. Jake Mayer, if you could trade your Zelda license for a Final Fantasy license, would you do it? No chance. Norma Jean, is there a way to get the statues out of that bloody vault? And if so, please do tell me. Gotta go through Chocks. Hit him up. Jake Mayer. How much support is needed to get Captain Falcon freed from the vault? Give us something to shoot for. Who else will show us their moves? I guess it's got to be an official TT, I guess. But there's so much other Nintendo stuff that we're working on.
Yeah.
It's a harder one. Maybe what I'll do is I'll run a TT just before Vegas when I have my meeting and see what they say about that. See what the response is. If it's a massive response, so that's what I'll do. I'll run a TT Captain Falcon before Vegas. I won't show the sculpt because that's in the vault, and that is I don't think Nintendo would like that, so I won't show that. And then I will see what that, and you know, if there is a huge number, like banjo numbers minimum of that, I will look into it. And then I'll ask them, do you have the resources? Is it a different team than the Mario team, than the Zelda team, who will review it?
Yeah.
And therefore, could you handle it? If the answer is yes, then it's another conversation. If the answer is, we could do that, but you got to take away one of your Zeldas, then the answer is, well, we probably won't do it, if that makes sense. So those are the, but before we even do that, there needs to be a TT, there needs to be a blinding TT before we would do that. Victor Navarro Vilgren. Okay, this may have been discussed in the past, but how about Temptation Thursday? You considered doing a poll on your Twitter account, but the poll itself on Twitter. The answer is we never really use Twitter. Twitter is sort of linked to Facebook. Facebook now on the main page also has the ability to do polls. I don't know if it's been fixed or not with that bug.
Yeah.
Maybe we could. I don't know if we should do that in the future.
Keep an eye on it. If they fix the bug.
Randy Gerards, how long is the pre-order window for the regular version? And do you send out notification when it's about to end? No, we don't send out a notification, and it's just basically open until we've set the numbers with the factory, and all the wholesalers that come back to us. There's no fixed time. How much does the artist creation cost? 10 times the worth of the factory-made statues or more? They all vary in pricing, and that's not something that I'm going to be getting into. Victor, unless of course you want to be telling us how much you earn. Victor Navarro Vilgrin, on December of this year will be the 20th anniversary for the release of the Sonic Adventure. Knowing is really important since it started the modern era. Is it possible to see a statue to celebrate it? We just done a 25th anniversary of Sonic, so I'm not sure whether or not a 20th anniversary of Sonic Adventure is worth anything. But you think of Chaos Zero. I mean, I love that game. I really love that game. Dreamcast, awesome. Metal Sonic or Amy might do it if they get the votes before then. Well, the answer is more likely Metal Sonic. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a 20th anniversary version of it, but yeah, I see more Metal Sonic happening. Justin Nguyen, what is the exact date and price and pre-ordering of Guts? Okay, well, the exact date I can't tell you, but it's sometime in hopefully March, and the price is between expensive and very expensive.
The exact day is on a Friday.
You heard that, man. Joshua Harmon. Alex, the other Alex already mentioned this above, but I just wanted to highlight the significance of DLX. Yeah. Okay, no worries. You've said it. He said it, you said it. You double teamed me. Done. Next week there will be a DS3 complete poll, including the DLC characters. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. Ernesto Lopez, would you consider doing a Tokyo Ghoul figure? RTF. You know, we'd love to do all of it. Just, we want to see what rises to the top. Sarahid Juarez, as Kathy mentioned in another thread, would you guys consider marketing outside of solely Facebook on places such as Instagram and Twitter? Like posting teaser pictures of your production videos there to gauge more interest and establish your brand. That way more people will be aware of F4F and buy more statues. That's a great question. In fact, the problem about Instagram is that they do not allow multiple users. And that would mean I would have to do absolutely everything. And I do absolutely, all the updates I do already on Facebook. I'd have to then double up and do it again on Instagram, and it's not quite the same. And it's much harder to follow and interact. I feel like when I put stuff on Instagram, when I put stuff on Instagram,
I tell you what, Facebook alone is a full-time 24/7 job alone.
Yeah.
Imagine Instagram and Twitter. What else? Pinterest.
But that is very one-directional. I feel Instagram is very one-directional.
It's good. I mean, I like it if we had a choice. I mean, I would love to do posting lovely photos on Instagram. Like tweeting some stuff and get some instant tweets, because I use those apps as well. But it's really hard to like focus, like try and like.
You can't have that.
Follow all three
One of the things that we
really
have, and that I'm very proud of, is the connection with the community.
Sure.
And that people's voices matter. And that sort of mindset has really been enabled by the instant and the community that's been built up on Facebook. When you start considering a IG and a Twitter community as well, it becomes that much harder, because I don't feel it's quite the same.
It's just like leaving comments on a post. And
But I tell you what, it's like those are very similar to the main page. The main page for us is also just a mouthpiece. It's like, here's the post, guys. Send it out, and there's not much interaction with people in it, because it's just like comments. Whereas in the Facebook, it's more about interaction back and forth, and you don't get that with, I don't believe, IG and Twitter. It's more like a mouthpiece that goes out. So I hope that answers the question. Eric Utemolen, members of the club love the events and polls that F4F runs. With that in mind, would you ever consider a new event like F4F Vote? F4F Vote. F4F Vote. That's kind of like a democracy like that. You can choose a group of statues that you may tease. The ones get a sneak peek. The answer is, I haven't considered that. It's a nice idea. But that vote is locked up, tighter than Sam's butthole. Pascal Michaud, number 1. Question for this week: when can we have a Overlord TT? Yeah, put it on the list. There's no reason why not. In the future. Joe Ward, when's the final payments expected for MM and Sonic? I might pay them off early if they're coming up now. I have no idea. I don't follow any of that. And I believe it's in your account. We have to look at the schedule for that. And when is the banjo reveal? It will be in probably April. Q2. Kurt Griswold. Along with your Majora's Mask stats,
how high? What? When? Then? What's the question?
Okay, the answer is, will it light up on the base or not off the base? The answer is, it will not light off. It will not light on. Fucking hell. It will not light up when it's off the base, because there is no battery area for the mask, because it's so thin on the inside. When I say on, I'm talking about thin on the mask itself. It doesn't have that thickness to add a battery compartment on that, so it is absolutely separate. Anthony Lizard, anything about MHA? Nothing to report. All Might is definitely looking very popular and something we need to look into. Pokemon, Captain Falcon. If approved for Persona 5, will it just be the characters on bases, or will there be a scenery going on? We would make that smaller and make more scenery to go with it, I guess.
I was reading an article today
that
in Japan, obviously the Atlas developers are based in Japan, right? I'm not 100% sure on this, but reading an article, they might have made a poll asking folks, hey, would you like to see Persona games on the Nintendo Switch? And some of the old, some of the current big hitters like the Personas and Tensei, SMT and all that stuff, and like maybe a Persona 6. And just imagine if there was a Persona 6 on that platform. Would you guys still be interested in Persona 5? It's the same thing where, okay, Persona 4 was popular, and then the next big thing came along, Persona 5, right?
But Persona 4 was never as popular as 5 was.
Sure, it wasn't, but at the time, it was the
most popular one of the series, right?
Yeah, but now more people getting into the Persona series, and 5 is just shot off, right?
Where have you gone?
I'm here.
Where did you go?
I took my top off, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, went for another drink.
Ah.
You didn't see me disappear?
I'm seeing you disappear now. So the answer to that is...
Would it just be the characters on bases, or would it be
so basically you say, I mean, it'd be great if they can get Persona 5 on the Switch. That would be awesome. So the answer to your question was we would make it smaller in terms of the size of the character itself, i.e. 1/6, and then have a more complicated base as a result. And that would give us more artistic ability to incorporate a nice base. Because I think it's important to do that. There are already Persona 5 PVCs out there that are, as with most PVCs, kind of simplistic bases and focusing on the character. And we will want to differentiate that by not so much with the size. If I wanted to say I want to differentiate it by the size, I would go 1/4 scale, and that would differentiate by the size. But then you would need to simplify the base. This way, we're going smaller, i.e. 1/6, but that's still bigger than the sort of 1/8 that you see the PVC is typically there, so that sort of size maybe. And then having a more complicated base allows for us to, I think, get to where we want to go. And this is only reason to do that, Chocks, is to think long term.
Of course.
I.e. the whole crew.
Yeah. The whole crew.
All of the Phantom Thieves. Brenton Friedley! Chuckles, can Alex have one of your Red Bulls? He needs it after today.
No, I've only bought 2 cans.
What's the carbohydrate count on that? It's going to be mental.
What's that? You see it? Carbohydrate. 11 Gs.
Wait.
11 Gs per
100.
Yeah.
I'm allowed like 20 a day, yeah? So 200 ml on that is wiped it all out.
Which is what? Oh.
It's like 200.
Not even a full can.
Yeah, it's not even a full can. Chuckles has been very generous in the past and given me a, what was it? Red Bull Light or something? What's it called? Zero? What's it called?
I think it's light.
It's called Light, yeah?
It's not diet, it's just called light. I think.
But it has like 0 carbs in it.
I never looked.
Oh, yeah.
But it's 0 carbs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Number 2, how much of Majora's Mask will ship out before Chinese New Year? Will it be the exclusive version or mix? We would definitely always push the exclusive first. Number 3, for the card holders, could it be a spot on the day 1 sticker for a dual card holder and for the day 1? The day 1 is pretty huge.
The sticker? Yeah.
Maybe you could put it on the back and then you cover it.
About that big.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
The sticker itself.
Or maybe you could put it on the back and then cover it. So you take it off, you can say, oh look, day 1. Hide it. Day 1. Day 1, day 1. I don't know. Interesting. Nice idea. What is the ES for the OG Solid Snake? Not looked up. Number 5. Once we go through the things, we'll put it all together. Number 5. I've noticed that some of the biggest statues shipping box sizes, but don't forget for the OG, for the stealth ones, they are included in the exclusive overall numbers. But of course, there is a total number of OGs that are in the wild, so that is something else. So it's not quite right to say what is the edition size of it. You should say how many are being made, if that makes sense. It's a slight difference. I've noticed that some of the biggest statue shipping boxes, like King of Red Lions, could have been better protected. Could have better protection because of the size. Is it possible to put a strip of foam in between the corners?
No, like the corner pieces.
Like the corners, in between the middle for buckling when the shipper handles it. Yeah. Okay.
Basically, just have it everywhere. Have a sheet of polyfoam at the bottom of the shipper box. 4 sides.
Yeah.
The top side.
Yeah, you know.
And then on the outside, thick, hardened cardboard.
Can I
or 8 corners.
Can I
And
revise
then
the price?
that in another box.
Boxception. The answer is that's a great idea. Maybe we can look into that.
Yeah. I mean, everyone wants a perfect box.
I won't go probably the entirety of it. Maybe just like a strip and a strip just to give a little bit more. See how that works. Maybe that's the way to do it. Mar Johnston. Hey guys, super excited to see Snake 2.0 soon. Got my OG combo pack locked. Much appreciated. Majora's Mask looks great in bright light. Thank you very much. Questions. Will Saitama get a Genos if we have our way? The answer is yes. Has has MHA effort started yet? Not yet, but it's definitely on. You know, we've been busy, but we'll definitely start asking some questions. Number 3. If Chocks marries a can of Red Bull, would you be his best man at the wedding?
He needs to be asked first.
Right, yeah. Get Red Bull can hit up Chocks.
Yeah. Make it nice and slim. Yeah, like hourglass shape. Red Bull.
Absolutely. F4F love, guys. Much appreciated, Mark. Go Campbell Wizbowski. With regards to Snake, how difficult was it to implement all the changes after the fact? The answer, are you happy with the piece now as a result of the changes? The answer is yes, yes, and more yes. The answer is it was difficult. It took a long time. That's why it was launched in September. Here we are in January, and even then it's been, pushing and making those changes. Are we happy with the piece? Much more so. And I think the fans are going to enjoy the changes, and the fans did a great job of coming back to it. And, that's on me for not being as good the first time round. So, that's my lesson to learn. And in the future, I will
get good.
Get good. 2. Personally, I saw the piece at NYCC with my fiance, and we were both shocked. Do you think our reactions will be the same now with all the changes? Shocked in what way?
Yeah. At the same time?
Shocked.
One after another?
Shocked in what way? It is definitely a better improvement since the NYCC version. No doubt about it.
Hey, Philippe.
Yo, Philippe.
Yo, Joey Amodio.
You were a wiener. A wiener.
A wiener.
Joshua Hum, will we see an official Attack on Titan TT in 2018? Maybe if you ask me another 5 more times, I'll go, okay.
But there's a game
beat me down.
There's also a game coming out soon as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. But it's the second game.
Yeah. Hey, I like me some
What? Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
I'll look forward to it. I can't wait for the new season.
Alright, let's do it.
Do what?
Official TT.
Back in the line.
In 3 months' time. With the promise that Joshua doesn't ask me for an official TT for the next 3 months. What we got? We got Ori, Beyond Good and Evil, Ace Combat. That's 3 weeks.
Yeah. I could slap this one in.
Yeah. We'll definitely do an Attack on Titan in about 3 months' time. Maybe 2 to 3 months' time. As we start, maybe around the time. I'll tell you when we'll do it. Hey,
April
Joshua.
April the 1st.
Man, keep drinking that Red Bull. Every now and then you come up with some shit. You're like in between your Red Books, you go zzz, and then you have a bit of Red Bull, and then you have like a sharpness. Yeah, you go sharp. You come with a sharp. You come
sharp note.
Yeah. Is it April the 1st? A Thursday.
Shit. April the 1st on a Sunday.
It's gonna be all. It's gonna be all like fun days, right? It's gonna be
Sunday
like
fun days.
all tons of fun day. Like it'll be like, yeah, we've got this.
Let's make an announcement on it.
The answer to that is, I'll tell you when we'll do this. Berserk will bring in a lot of fans, okay, of anime. The reveal of both Spike and Jet, all things going well, in February will bring in some more anime fans. So the answer to when will the Attack on Titan one happen, we'll do it after Guts.
You want
after
more.
Guts.
You want more fans to vote on that poll. Anime fans to vote on that poll.
Exactly.
Then it's perfect timing after. After what just Alex.
We'll
was
do
saying.
it that week. Guts goes live. So Guts will go live on a Friday. The following week will be a Thursday. We will do the TT then. Chocks, just remember that. Joshua, make sure you remind me.
During Guts's last chance weekend.
No, not his last chance weekend. No, that's too much. The first week. That will be loads of hype during that first week.
Who's that saying this?
Because it'll be like 2 days. It'll be 2 days after validation Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And that validation Tuesdays, we can even announce on that stream, guys, especially new guys who've come to join that stream.
Yeah.
There will be a there'll be a TT blah 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 blah.
But, yeah. But would Berserk guys like Attack on Titan though, or would they prefer like hardcore, gory stuff like like Kenshin and Claymore?
Well, the answer to that is we don't know, but I'm sure there was some crossover.
Yeah.
Max sends Mornia. The answer is OG edition size. Have not looked into that. Sorry about that. Brian Munoz. How big would Nito be?
You guys saw the render for RT. RT's about here. Right? So Nito's like here. but yeah. What is that like? Yeah.
And his arms like this.
And then, yeah. It's like that. And then like, big, massive, bushy hair.
Something like that size.
Yeah. With his
We looked at this. We looked at
with the disco ball above him.
Rave Lord. We looked at the we looked at the sizing the other day.
Yeah, we did.
And then what did you say to me? Make it bigger. Shit, that's fucking deeper than Orny. It's already deeper than Orny.
He hunches forward, right?
But his frigging
like
sword is like crazy
his
long.
Sword. That's the problem. His sword in his.
It's
hand.
already deeper than Orny.
Yeah.
And you want to go bigger? Can they handle it going bigger? I want it bigger. It's already bigger.
Well, he's got 2 years to save up for it.
But it's not about the pricing
Adrian.
now. What is up, Papa Davis? How's it going, Adrian?
Got 2 years. 2 years to plan that out.
Yeah, but the point is, people are already boo-hooing about the depth of Orny.
The boohoo anything. The boohoo anything to lower the price down.
Now, forget about it's not about the price. It's about the depth, the physical price.
I want it bigger, but if it's cheaper, if it's less than $500, bigger, yeah, I'll buy it.
Well, that's not the issue here. I'm just talking more about the length of the sword.
Yeah.
Already making it at the size at the size we did it longer than Orny.
Yeah, but the same problem. It's like Arnie, right? There's still the people will still. There's always going to be people that
will buy it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If they think it's worth it, I think it will be.
If they like the look of it, then yeah.
All right. Douglas Glover, can you tell us the difference between the ammo box? Okay, all that sort of stuff. Tell us the dimensions of the ammo box. Yeah, sometime later. Actually,
you want to make your own? Douglas wants to make his own like a spinning box cover for the box itself. Yeah, you can do that once you. It's pretty small. It's a simple DIY hobby.
It is 6.5 centimeters height versus sort of 5 centimeters, just a bit, 4.8 centimeters wide or deep, and the top is. I've done this on. I've done that. I haven't done this.
You've done the height. Now you're doing the width.
Yeah, the width. Okay, so right, the width is now 9.5. 9.5. 5. What did I say? 5.
6.5.
6.5. and 4.8. Okay.
Custom boxes. That'll be interesting.
First for custom boxes.
Yes. Custom boxes for your little ammo box.
All right.
He's got a lot of questions. Got
Yeah,
4 questions.
You want to know what's going to go on the line after Beyond Psychomantis? It will be Grey Fox. Do you have a favorite villain in the series? Top 3? Yeah, I mean, Psychomantis is up there. The initial time, obviously, in my first fight with Grey Fox was great, and the Sniper Wolf was just really memorable. Those are up there. Vulcan Raven. General bosses as well. Yeah, you know, Ocelot. In a broad sense, is there what? Asking about can we color the button to a bit more blending in with the base itself? Right now, I believe it's black.
Well, it's a dial knob on it. It like sticks out like a mile.
Okay, yeah, we can work on that.
Yeah.
We can work on that.
We hated that knob.
Yeah, we can work on it.
We hated that down knob. Yeah, we hate that knob.
The question is, have we ever thought about putting audio into a statue? The answer is yes, we've already done it. And that was done with Rutabaga.
Rutabaga. From the Aku life-size mask.
David, any update on Phoenix Wright? Yeah.
Chris has been a busy boy.
He's been in China, yeah?
Yeah, 3 days out of 5 days he's been up in China. What's he been looking at?
Alucard.
Yes.
Mainly
Alucard.
Alucard.
Yeah, mainly Alucard. Yeah.
Alucard.
So,
and Banjo.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, so he needs to get to Phoenix's right as well.
Phoenix is right.
Phoenix right as well.
Yeah.
Oh, combo pack for Phoenix Wright in orange.
Yeah.
As Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I think the answer to that is a great idea. Let us know if you'd be up for that.
There's more colours.
That might be a nice little, give me tons of motivation to like get that done then. Interesting. Yeah, that's a great idea. Since, also I like your Kirby idea. Since you're back into production to complete the run of Final Fantasy Fighter Kirby X's, does it look like there was enough demand to complete the run of Nightmare and or Sif as well? I don't know about Sif, but Nightmare for sure. Sif is still too early to say, but I think Nightmare we can definitely go back and finish that off. For Alex, you're granted the divine ability to travel back to time travel and change the name to F4F without otherwise altering time or reality. Would you do it, and if so, to what? If I could change the name F4F without having any consequences on anything else, but what name would I come up with?
If you had the
God, I can't read there.
to change it. Yeah. There must have been some other name.
That's a really, really good question, and there's a really, really good answer to that. I already did do that, and I already did change it. I already did choose one. If I could start all over again,
Yeah.
do the same thing all over again,
Right.
like in 2008, I would choose a new name. I've already done that, and I came up with it already. If you know what I'm saying. Indeed. I think you know what I'm saying there, yep. Alrighty. Braden, Cole, Gold Shovel Knight edition size. What's the ornate numbers?
Which one?
We haven't got the ornate numbers.
No, we haven't got the
Sorry.
stuffs.
Sorry, you need to do that.
We'll do it, Braden. It's been a very, very busy week.
Joshua's asked about MHA character poll. No need for right now. Let's worry about that if I can then see if we can get any further down the line with regards to the licensor. If we can see that there's some conversation. If it's not instant, forget it, not interested, then we can have that conversation. Matthew Smith. I was watching the Mugen documentary again. I noticed that you mentioned that you're pretty far along with Jin in the 3D phases. That was 5 months ago. Any updates on Jin? I would have to see the pose. The answer is no updates on that. We are concentrating on the other ones from the other lines first. Johnny Walther, when is Ugandan Knuckles TT? Whenever that goes up for fun days. There's tons of comments and stuff in there. Legit question. I know you were talking to Ubisoft a little while back. Would you get any movement with them? We would like to get a potential Assassin's Creed line or other Ubi properties in the future. The answer is, well, we're going to try again with Beyond Good and Evil. They want to work with us. We want to work with them. But the only thing that's stopping us is you guys.
You did
reply to him.
Yeah. We replied back as well.
Yeah. I'll follow up from that. Kevin Bookbinder, what does the Luigi TT need to reach in order to be taken seriously? You mentioned DK as a possibility, but it only has a couple more votes than Luigi. Oh, does it? My concern about Luigi is that everyone thinks it's going to be mansion version, which it's clearly not going to be, and because that's already been shut down. And whereas DK is DK, and it's not like a version of DK, if that makes sense. So it has more than, even if it only has a few more than Luigi, I feel like there will be, you know, more legitimate votes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It could be wrong. Bradley Chatterby King, probably been brought up before, but hey, due to Facebook poor live issues coming up on your screen, is there any chance of having a who dat checked after the live stream?
Like go back and check.
Yeah, there's no way we can do that. We can't go back and check it because who dat is live and on the stream, so we have to go with what we've got there. Troy Blair, you've talked about a fourth statue in the Zelda line. Do we have any updates? Previously, nothing detailed, but more like it approved by the Big N, or can we officially expect to learn more on the fourth statue to come? Or when can we? When we're further, no, we're not talking about anything, any hints or anything like that, because it's like I feel it's been so long, and I feel bad about that. You know, we're working at the pace that we can go at, and so what's the point of like teasing the fourth one when I can't even get the first two out? Let's get those out first. Once we start doing that, then we can start talking about that in the future. Braden Cottle, if I come to Hong Kong, can I sit in on a Friday Q&A? We always have people who are in town. Like my dad came on the stream, my brother came on the stream, Mark came on the stream. If you were in town and you wanted to come on the Q&A, there's no reason why you couldn't have a guest appearance. As long as you don't try and distract Chuckles and get into the vault.
Make sure you know how to make your way home.
Yeah.
Because it's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Alright, shout outs. Braden Cole, bada bing. Troy Blair, how's it going? Bradley Chatterby King, bada boom. South Cantus, what's going on? Mark Johnston, Wagwan. Jake Mayer, yo, what's up? John Morales, bada bing, bada boom. Lisa Wyckoff, how's it going? We have Therese Guzman, how's it going? And last but not least, Brendan Rastillo, who also asks, did you see that Ica surpassed Spyro in yeses for TTs? Did it? Nice one. That means Ica's going to sell 1.3k. Let's get on it then. Nice. Nice. Maybe time to start paying attention. Ethan Palmer. Wondering if you notice the attention Horizon Dawn has been getting on fun days and the chances of getting a TT. Also, have any statues at home yourself or prefer to keep it at work? For me, my house is uber small. I have not very many apart from a small few PVCs at home that I have on display. I have some in my storage, but not actually out on display. I get to see that sort of in the office. Chocks, do you have any on display? Or are they on your storage and stuff?
No, a lot in storage. Fair few display, but yeah. Mixture of everything. Some in the office.
Dylan Freeman. Guys, what do they mean by live on the night?
Now.
Yeah.
Is Dylan on the stream?
Tobias. Third question. How was your trip today? Fourth question. Did you find any common mistakes on Majora's Mask? So yes, the trip was fine. Majora's Mask was fine overall. Yes, there were some common mistakes that you wouldn't notice, but I do. But you wouldn't notice. But I did. And I point them out on the camera. And when I do the documentary, you'll see what I'm pointing at. And you'll see how minor it is, but I still point it out. We still work on it. Tabitha Martin, would there be a possibility of Persona 5 plush line? Sure. Possible, if there is nobody else doing it.
Yep, there are.
Okay, the answer is no. Well, you know, we'll see. We need to get more established with that. We're not at that stage where we can start taking on loads of stuff for that. Nana say, any more thoughts what you could do to make the regular extra a bit special to encourage direct sales of regulars? The answer is, you know, we're still concentrating on pushing the exclusives. I haven't really sort of given regulars any thought because it's such a small... It's like a chicken and egg, to be honest with you.
We want you guys to get some exclusives.
I think this is where personalization comes into play. Direct orders can be personalized with the special messages. The answer is no way, Jose, because people will cancel. And we'll be like, super screwed. Super screwed.
And we just relabel all of them, call them screwed.
Yeah.
They're not chosen day one. That was some other member that mentioned that.
About doing day ones?
Yeah,
for regulars?
No, it's like they only just figured out that the exclusive authentication cards and the regular cards are different. No, sorry, wrong. When we do the day one poll, we choose one. All right, the majority will have that for the day one, and the one that got rejected will be part of the regular.
That's what they thought.
Well, there's one guy that mentioned that. Hey, why not give the not chosen day one? The reject. Then
I'll tell you why. Because the numbers of day ones on regulars is about 5 people. And I ain't printing when the minimum order is, you know, from those things is 500.
That's super rare. Super duper rare.
That's probably a reason.
We can't just like print, all right, where there's 10 orders, we'll print 10. No, we have to like print
500.
a ton.
So the answer is, Nana, say I haven't really thought about it. And I appreciate all the questions that you say there, but not personalized ones because it's going to be cancellations and stuff like that.
There's going to be more hassles than that ciphering, yeah.
Any updates on Midna assembling? Hopefully time to get that approved for approval next week to the big end. Derek Baker, what made you choose Lucky Cat over the regular X to give to Lamar Wilson? Chocks.
Yeah. I mean, what made she was a Lucky Cat was, why not? Let people know that we can do, you know, the good shiny stuff. Right?
Another reason is because Cat Mario was released ages ago. And Lucky Cat Mario was only released much later, right, Chocks? And that's is true. When you actually had already established a relationship with Lamar when it started off with the Link and the Crash.
Yeah, Link and the Crash, and then.
And therefore, you know, once you've already, you know, he's already done those, then you start sending the more expensive stuff, like that sort of stuff, because you know it's not like you're just sending it on the off chance that it's gonna actually, you know, I think it's gonna happen with it.
No, you know, when you send stuff out, you never know what's gonna happen. You know.
Right.
Luckily, you know, there's a nice partnership between Lamar and ourselves, because you know some guys can be just there, not posting anything, and then you know, miscommunication, and the next thing is like, oh, that was a waste of time.
OBS disconnected, reconnecting. Are you still there? Reconnection successful. Maybe it's going to be faster on the stream because it knows we're about to do who dat. Have I not finished the Q&As yet? No, I haven't. Jesus, there's so many more. Sarah Harrington, late to the party, probably the only one who cares about this. But on Castlevania, would you consider the portable games? Absolutely, we can consider them all. Rally the fans. I love me some portable. I played them on the 3D, not 3D, on the DS. Loved it. Will you do a line that us girls can get behind since we're in the minority? Yeah, girl power, 20%. What do you guys want to see? Girl specific stuff. What's a really popular one with the girls? Let us know, ladies. Ladies. James Bennington, how's the development process for RTSD? Seeing as you're rushing that to get in. How is the development? It's going very well. So the answer is coming along in the next couple of months. We will have a pre-order for that of the exclusive version. Nanase says Broken Sword TT. Then if you want niche, go and break my heart. He loves himself some Broken Sword. I like that point and click back in the day.
Yeah. You're the Larry suit.
Leisure Suite Larry.
Larry Terry, yeah?
Pixelated boobies. Looking into the video.
Yeah. That's niche.
That is niche. Victor. No, so the answer is let us know when you need your heart broken, and then I'll sort out with a TT. Victor Navarro, Vil Green. Any news about Fighter Cubby released and remaking the ones that haven't been made? Jamie Hodge. If MMX makes it up before CNY, what warehouses are going to be going first? We would do them by containers going wherever. To be honest with you, I don't know those plans.
That's
on Sunny.
That's on Sunny. Yeah.
Thiago Pinto, with the Monster Hunter release today, when do we get a Monster Hunter TT? Well, the answer to that is maybe in the future.
Sorry, the stream is back to normal again.
Hey, just in perfect timing for the who dat. That's great.
But there's like 12 there.
$12 people on the street.
42 now. You might want to refresh it. Your video's paused. Press play. And we're giving away 12.
45. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Sweet. Cedric Bardot, if I send you my blood, could you use it to make my bloody guts one of a kind? I like it. It's a great idea. Stick some on the brush. How's Warp Star looking? It is looking great. We are now duplicating it. Nanase, is the mask of the Majora's Mask hollow or solid? It is hollow. And if you see the way that I cast it, if you go back in the casting pictures, you'll see that it's hollow on the inside. We have to create a resin cover, and then sort of cast it, to fill it in. And the way that we do that is specifically for the electronics inside to feed the wires. You'll see it all. You can actually see it in the in some of the production videos where the eyes of the white sort of inner cover has not been put in. And if you look at them, they're like all hollow. That is to feed the wires through there. So you can go check that out. Vincent Windish. Will we see an official Attack on Titan in TT in 2018? I promised it to the big man, Joshua Harmon. So the answer is yes. Cedric Bardot. For huge such as Orny and Bowser, will both boxes have the same artwork? Will be one box only? And they have good question. I think the answer is probably going to be different, slight variations, but clearly part of the same thing. Asked me many questions about Attack on Titan. Is Vincent indeedy? The answer is Nana says, what's the story of the red LEDs you were working on for Snake's thermal goggles, or are you sticking with neon green for now? If so, why? We are, making it as per what we said. Not everything works out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Looking into things doesn't mean doing it, I mean, looking into things doesn't mean,
do it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, when you're forced to do it.
When you finish the stream tonight, Nana says, can you leave it on the placeholder image for about 5 minutes instead of ending it so I don't cut us off randomly? We miss 5 minutes of the end. How do you miss 5 minutes at the end?
Can't be.
Maybe because when we end the stream, does it immediately, surely it plays it through? I believe it plays it through.
Bye.
Jeremy did a poll for Warp Star Kirby variants. The numbers weren't amazing, but Shadow and Blue Kirby came up on top. Any more thoughts on it? Maybe do an official poll. The answer is no official poll need to be done. We'll do one. Shadow it is.
Make sure it's
Blue
right
as well.
first.
Triple pack.
Let's make sure it's right first.
What?
No, variant.
Yeah. All right, guys, it is time. I have a card request. I just got a card request. I got a card request, which means I just quickly get it in, and then we're gonna do a who dat. Guys, prepare your... Oh, 12 hours there. I get my card request. Give you card. Guys, prepare your tests, right? Test to see how long it takes for it to appear on your screen while I prepare the Hudat.
There, straight away.
Oh, that is good news. It means it's really...
Or did Jake just typed it in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carol. Philip. Test. Christian.
Alright, save that. View original image. Alright guys, here we go. Get ready for the Hudat. In 3. Oh, is everyone doing test? Good.
Yep.
Alright. Hopefully the stream is working better. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hudat. Let us know in the comments to join the Hudat of this week. Chocks, is there going to be any winners this week?
This week?
Yeah.
Nah.
Hudat. Let us know in the comments. Hudat. Anybody got the answer yet? Right, Chocks?
Have I got the right answer, yeah?
Yeah.
The character.
Hudat. Let us know in the comments.
Make sure you got the character name.
Hudat. Let us know in the comments.
It's got to be a character name.
Anybody got it right? I just seen a lot of tests.
You still showing
Yeah,
up?
so from so it's still
Still that
about
one,
30
yeah.
seconds, yeah.
Test.
Frosty the Snowman, Kirby, a white cloud. This is a little bit more obvious. Here we go, guys. Hudat. Let us know in the comments. Hudat. That's mean, yeah?
Yeah, that's not mean. That's good. That's really good. That's
Pikachu,
really
Mega
good.
Man, Psycho Mantis, all this
looking
thing.
at-
Here we go, guys. Hudat. What's that fishy character?
Make sure it's a
He's
character.
like a fish. He's like a little fish. Maybe it is a fish.
Or maybe.
Anybody got it right? I don't see it. The sunset. Meta Ridley is being duplicated at the moment.
Hey.
Alright, Hudat. Keep going, guys. See what it is.
Keep going.
Here we go, guys. Hudat. I think we've got it. 2 in the books. There we go. Absolutely bang on. We have none other than King Kong. And who are the lucky winners? Chocks.
On our screen, the first winner I see is Brennan.
Brennan Wynn.
Yep.
Yep.
And then the second is that one.
Paul Gale.
That's right.
King Kong scaling the Empire State Building. Thorough. Perfect. All right, guys. Just beating out Lisa Wyckoff.
Yep.
Was a one just a nanosecond behind. Unlucky to Lisa. Good luck to Brennan and good luck to Paul. It is time for this week's Hudat. As always, guys, you know the rules.
King Kong.
4 hands. 3 coins for a chance to win 500 reward points. Is it in hand number 1? Hand number 1. Yeah, hand number 1. Hand number 2. Hand number 3 and hand number 4. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I know as well.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know.
We know.
Let us know. So we got Brennan. You have a chance.
Brennan
to win.
goes first.
500 reward points. Let us know. 1, 2, 3, or 4. There is 3 coins, 4 hands. You have a 75% chance to get it correct. Just name one and it will, if it has a coin in there, you are the winner. Let us know in the comments. Comments. I can see on the stream we haven't even got to that stage yet.
Huh? What?
Look at the stream; it's not even on that stage yet.
Oh, it's okay.
So when we get there, let us know in the comments. Brennan, it's going to be a while, so you. Yeah, those 2 coins that you got in your hand is gonna. I mean, those 1 coins. I mean, my 2 coins. I mean, my 1 coin. It's gonna be heavy in your hand. So just wait like that. Brenton says number 4. Norma says number 3.
Brandon says number 4.
Brandon says number 4. He's made his choice. If you had chosen hand number 3, you'd be sitting there with 500 war points. If you'd chosen hand number 2, you'd be sitting there with 500 war points. But no, you decided to go 50-50 and 3, 2, 1. Boom! Nice one, mate. You have got it right. 500 war points. Let us know if you're going to keep on going. Right now we have 1 hand. We have 3 hands. This time you go 2. I'll go for 1.
You want to go?
Yeah,
I go with 2 hands, yeah? Sure. All right, then.
All right, yeah?
All right.
Okay, cool. Right, this time, slightly different. Chocks has got 2 hands. I've just got the 1. You got, so hand number 1, number 2, hand number 1, number 2, number 3 for a chance to win 1,000. Of course, you can walk away.
Walk away.
With 500 reward points in hand.
You see it?
Which is equivalent of spending $100 in terms of reward points if you are on an entry level. Let us know if you're going to walk away. Let us know in the comments for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Let us know, Brennan. You can either, if you do decide to walk away, just let us know what you would have gone for.
Chance for 1,000 points. Or you can walk away or keep on playing for a chance of up to 8,000 reward points.
Up to 8,000 reward points. Let us know, Brennan.
Furthest as anyone that's ever been.
Let us know.
There's only 4,000 reward
Brenton
points.
says number 3.
Norma
says number 2. Paul says number 3. He's practicing. He's getting like practicing for his go up. Yeah.
It's whether he's thinking whether he's got the luck on his side.
Yeah, he's just sort of going with it as well.
Did you get your first game right, Paul? Let's remember. You said you're gonna go for number 3. All right. Let's see what your luck is. Look tonight. Go on, Brennan.
Let us go, Brennan. Anytime you want. He's out.
Oh!
Let us know what you would have chosen.
Yeah, let us know what you would have chosen.
He would have gone for number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Boom! He would have got it. Sneaky, sneaky. Those who went for number 3.
And Paul would have lost.
Paul would have lost.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Congratulations, mate. We have a winner. 500 war points. It's been a while since we had a winner. Last week there was no winners whatsoever. So that is Brennan.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Paul Gale, it is your turn to shine. Is it in hand number 1? Hand number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Or number 4. For a chance to win 500 war points, there are 4 hands, 3 coins. 75% chance. Let us know in the comments. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Good luck. Good luck to you, sir.
Can you see it?
It's in this one. It's in this one. Don't listen to... That one definitely doesn't have anything in there. So don't choose that one. Paul did get the first one right. Now you got to see, you know...
It doesn't matter because it wasn't your game.
Yeah, now it's your turn. So what are you going to go for?
Number 1. 2. 3.
Or number 4. Let us know in the comments.
You hear it?
In the comments.
You hear it?
Let us know. Let us know. Look, on the stream we haven't even got to that but yeah. Now we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
Brunton is saying number 3. What would you choose? Chris Hildebrand Jr. says 2. It is like watching paint dry. Oh, hand number 2. Well, you went for hand number 2. If you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 war points. But no, you decided after that to go 50-50. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Nice one. You got it. Chocks has got it at hand number 2, 500 war points. Let us know if you're going to go for the next one. If you do, it is 2 hands, 3 hands, 2 coins for a 66% chance to get 1,000 reward points. Of course, you could walk away. If you walk away, just let us know, but also let us know what you would have gone for should you have continued. Yeah. You could do exactly what Brennan, you're in the same position as Brennan was.
Following his footsteps.
Yep.
Walk away 500 or just take that chance.
Nice.
For 1,000 rupees.
1,000 rupees. Have to consider that.
One, number two, gotta hold these coins really tight.
Really tight.
Oh, can you see it?
What? Hold those coins? That implies that. Sorry, you thought I was in the first game.
Sorry about the lag. I thought I was in the first game.
Let us know in the comments.
Come on, Mr. Gale.
Mr. Gale.
Mr. Gale. Up to 8,000 reward points. Imagine that.
No, it's still the point where he's not even at that stage yet. You see that? Is that why he's winning it? So just realise that he's won it. Some serious delay.
Booyah.
Booyah, because he just won it. Let's see how long it takes us. I think it's like it gets delayed longer and longer. Let us know, Paul, how you will go. Let me see if I can refresh.
Yeah. Paul. Where are you, Paul?
Has he replied?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll walk away.
Walk away.
But for fun, I will call number one. Nice one. I've actually hit refresh. Oh. Hold on. Let me bring that back in.
Just click into it. Is it right?
No, it's not that. I've got to click here.
The time,
yeah. All right, nice one. You went for number one. Okay, and if you had chosen number 3, you would have got yourself 1,000 reward points. But no, you decided to go for number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Boom! You would have been denied. Congratulations, you got it. Absolutely bang on. 2 winners this week, Chocks. Compared to last week's, there were no winners.
Choice.
But, 500, we're happy with 500, right? Congrats.
That's all right.
Very much. It is time to now review Snake. If you do the honor of showing out the stream, anybody know that likes Metal Gear Solid, etc., we will be showing you the changes to Snake in the next couple of minutes. So do please share that out if you get the chance, and we'll be showing you all of the difference, and then we will show you the physicals.
Yes, that's right. And obviously after the stream, we need to prepare a few things behind the scenes so we can go live, the continuation of the pre-orders after the live stream. And then obviously on our main page, we will highlight all the instructions, the FAQ. If you've totally forgotten how to pre-order for any other reason, there will be an FAQ for you to click into and understand the system before you place an order, And there will be a blog where you have comparison still pictures as well. So we'll have videos, pictures, descriptions, everything covered.
What is it? My bit rate. What should I do with the bit rate?
Bit rate.
Let's see if I make that faster. What does that do? Bit rate.
Bit rate.
Should I make it like what? If I make it 3,800, does that do anything?
Bit rate.
What does that do? Does it blow the whole thing up? We've got to apply.
Bit rate.
Nah, it's still jerky. Yeah, nice one, Paul. You were absolutely right. You walked away with the 500. It's absolutely just correct. It is time for MGS. So laggy. The timing is really weird.
Wow. What are you doing now?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to see if people, just
Coming
let
in?
them, to see if they're gonna come in, if they can share it out and stuff like that.
Share.
All right, guys, we're gonna click. We have a 3-minute video for you guys because there's a lot of changes, and it takes 3 minutes to highlight what they are. So we are going to go ahead and show you that in the next 1 minute, and then afterwards we will show you the actual physicals itself. So we're gonna drop it on now. We will see you on the other side, guys. 3 minutes. It may be jerky, it may be a bit slow, I'm not sure.
Maybe a bit too loud.
Yeah, check your mics. So check your earphones and your speakers. Afterwards, we will be posting it in 4K on YouTube, etc., etc. So you can expect that later. All right, guys, we will see you on the other side, and we hope that you enjoy the updated Snake. See you soon. Well, that didn't work because I put it in the wrong location. I need to move that above. I'll move this down. Hold on. There you go. That should work. All right, guys. Sorry for that false alarm. In 3, 2, 1. See you on the next side. That was a long 3 minutes, wasn't it, Chocks?
It is, yeah. We had to a lot of things to get through for the new revised Snake.
Absolutely.
It's been long in the making, but yeah, hopefully you guys see all the changes that we.
Hopefully you think the changes were worth it, that you like it. Chocks, it's time to bring it in. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's clear some. Do you think we can fit it on the table? Yeah.
I'll just move this.
Yeah, move that to the side.
Which version you want?
Let's bring in just the original one. Yeah. Yeah, with the yeah, let's bring in the original one. All right, guys, we'll just bring in. One of the things is the neon green one actually looks a little bit, because there's like loads of flash and bright white lights on it. It made it look kind of more white than usual. You right there, Chocks? Yeah.
Very heavy.
Yeah. There you go. All right, we've got the other head as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for the new head. Cool. So this is the original head that we actually did update. This is the original head that we did update. So we actually tweaked the nose from the side and the chin, pushed it in a bit. So you can see it has actually been updated. All right, and then we have the additional head. It looks a little bit younger. I'm not sure how that's coming up on the camera there. That's coming up. So you have two choices. You get an additional one, of course, comes absolutely free. We will handle that, and that's a really good example, Chocks, of us paying 20, but us paying 5, but everyone gets 20. What I mean by that, I don't mean actual monetary. I just mean that effort that we did made a big difference, if that makes sense. So that is why we did that. Let us know what you thought of the video. The boys have been working really hard. Jeffrey and of course Chocks have been working on that for the past few. Is there nothing hiding here? Should be okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
You sure?
Should be okay.
Close.
What was that? Oh, those, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cheeky. Yeah, so you guys, sorry, it's kind of hard to get it all in. And there's going to be lots of pictures and stuff to update. Of course, we talked about the biceps have been narrowed down. I forgot to mention that the forearms have been slightly reduced in length as well. There was one that was missing, just wanted to bring that back out for one of the sort of circular details. The color scheme itself overall is now gone from that sort of very, very grey color to more of a bluey grey, and the same thing for the tinting of the actual, so the padding on the shoulders, that's also been tinted down with the additional head sculpt. And of course, who can forget the F4F com involved a lot with the Collectors Club, influenced that a lot to get those changes where it looks like the SOCOM, but it's not the SOCOM, etc., etc. And it's the F4F com. And yeah, what about that spinning thing, Chocks? Yeah. You can see that the base pole was people requested to have it transparent, and you can see it now. It is transparent.
Yeah.
And
extra details on the
extra details on the ammo box.
As you can see, that was mentioned in the video as well. Just something to highlight, guys. This camera right now is a webcam.
It's just a webcam,
so
guys.
It doesn't really pick up a lot of the details that are on the statue. So definitely go and check out that 4K YouTube video later on, where you can see all the details.
And of course, the actual photos themselves, you'll be able to see those as well, right?
Yeah.
Chocks, you got the exclusive head?
Yeah.
Let's get that done. The exclusive head. So you guys are asking me questions like whether or not we were going to do we're going to do the whatchamacallit. These are interchangeable, Chocks, or something?
Yeah,
Let's just take that out.
Just use this one.
Yeah, okay. I'm just oh god, it's got. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed. All right. Just changing those. Changing that. Right now we've got a headless version. So this actually made the change that this exclusive. Do you want to put it in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you reach into it? This exclusive head actually comes with the update. The alternative head. So before it was the OG head, but now it's the alternate head that has got these goggles.
You can tell with the parting on the top of the head, and also the extra.
Why's that not focusing? Let's get that to focus.
Strands of hair hanging just above
they're different.
The goggles.
Look at that, guys. You guys requested it. I said I would look into it. I looked into it and I did it. We can only do that. We can only look into it. And at the end of the day, the licensor has the final say. They, I told them that the people were asking for this, requesting this. We've done it.
So big shout out to Konami for the quick turnaround as well.
Absolutely.
Especially during that first phase of the pre-order launch over that weekend. you guys remember that Monday was a bank holiday in US as well. So,
yeah, of course.
So we managed to get some feedback there, and here we are.
Yeah, Douglas, don't worry about the face color. I'm not sure how it's coming up on your screen. Everyone's monitor is calibrated differently. You can see them differently. For me, it looks like he isn't, you know, he's not super white, but he's not super tanned. He is, or super red. Certainly not as red as his thermal goggles. And then, of course, there you go, guys. Simple as that. That's nice. Just a nice switch. Turn on, off. You can sort of change those colors accordingly. So there you go. You can choose how you want to see it. So yeah, lots more improvements to Snake. Hopefully you like what you see. And of course, as we said, you know, some other stuff. Obviously, the snow effect. I actually think I'm going to disperse a little bit more snow. It's a little bit clumped together. I'm going to give a little bit more even sort of spread on that. But you know, basically, this is what you're gonna get. And hopefully, and of course, the snow is also on the top part as well. It's not just on the bottom, so it's also going down the ridges over here as well. You know, sort of going down the line of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys like that. These changes. Cool. And of course, you've got the ammo box itself rotating now on that translucent pole. God, it's kind of hard to. Yeah, there you go. So it's a better effect of it floating in the air. And yeah, let us know what you guys think. We are going to now bring in why don't we go OG Chocks? I don't know how to turn to work on that. All right, cool. Let's put this back. Bada bing, bada boom. Snap that. Oops, slipping upwards. And now let's bring in OG Camo. I will move this across as well.
Stealth.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, OG Stealth. Watch out for the whatchamacallit? This chair. This is all right. Here we have OG Stealth Camo. Again, it really makes a huge difference in your lighting conditions of how it looks. Oh, Jesus Christ, are you fucking serious right now? He's scratching the hell out of my table.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck is underneath that shit?
Rock.
All right. This is the additional head. They both come with the OG head and the additional head. And of course, here it is. It's got that nice sort of translucency. You can see when I put my hand, it's got that effect. You can sort of see how that goes through. Get the focus on the face. And of course, yeah, you got the two additional heads. That's the OG. If you that's the OG head on over here, and obviously the exclusive head there. Of course, it doesn't light up, but you know, that's pretty obvious where you are if it did light up, right? Yeah. And here is the revised gun, etc., etc. Looking nice and translucent again. You see that? Look at that. The translucency on that gives a really nice sort of effect, and it's come out really, really nicely. Hopefully you guys like that. Of course, the base is the same. It's got the same thing for the ammo box and on that as well. Bada bing, bada boom. Hopefully you guys like what you see. And of course, it is time, last but not least, to look at the neon green stealth camo version. I'm going to take this one down, Chuck, so you want to have that. Make sure this doesn't scratch the shit out of it. Oh, God, something there. That is scratching it right now.
Idea.
Oh, my fucking days. Time to get a new table. Don't put that shit on there. You're scratching it up again. Really? Yes. Something on there. Boom! Here we go with a neon green version. Now, this one, if you look at the video, it actually looks quite a bit more. It looks quite a bit more whiter in color, not quite as neon. But that's because there's tons of flash that's white and lightening it up. If you actually look at it in real life, it looks a little bit much more sort of cherry. Not cherry is the word. Like chemical apple color. You know what I mean? Like,
right now, what you see on the stream is it makes this look a bit duller, but in person, is much more brighter.
It's sort of more. It's quite a big difference actually between the two. Maybe what we could do is put the OG. If you just pick up the body for the OG and just put it next to it.
We'll just pick up the head.
Well, the head, well, as an example, yeah. But these are two of the same.
These two same heads.
Yeah. Okay.
You see that? So these two are the same heads. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between the two.
Day and night here.
Yeah. All right, cool. So then we have just what we've got over here to pick it up. Again, as always, it depends on what the screen looks like. As I said, in reality, it looks really nice and sort of very like gummy or green. You know what I mean when you're talking about like those ones for apples. It's got that really. It's got like different tints in the in the coloring. The feet have sort of different highlights on the soles. As always, transparent over here. Oh, we didn't put any batteries in that, yeah. And then obviously the same gun, etc., etc.
All versions looking good.
Yeah. As I said, guys, it looks really quite, almost not quite, doesn't have that quite, kind of hard to capture, to get that.
It's very hard to capture on that camera.
It's very, very sort of cherry, as I said, appley green. Chemically appley green, I think is a good word to say. So, yeah, let us know what you guys think. Of course, as always, same base. Oh, it's over here, not the head.
Yeah, we just took it off.
Ah, okay, cool. Boom! There you go, guys. Finally, it has come back to us. Finally, we have MGS launching again. Chocks. We are. No, you can leave that. That's fine. Yes, do that. There was something. I forget it. I'm never gonna fucking forget that shit. It's fucking like.
Leave it. Just fill it in. Get a white marker.
Guys, this version of Snake will be opening up from now all the way up until sort of Tuesday morning, Hong Kong time.
Wednesday morning Hong Kong time.
No, Tuesday morning. Wednesday? Wednesday morning, something like that, yeah.
It's Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning, Hong Kong time.
All the images are done. It's Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. And then that's it. Will no longer be available. You can also buy the neon green version with the exclusive version as a combo pack, which is known as the
neon green combo pack.
Is it not called the Twin Snakes Neo Green?
Snakes. Right. So let's start off right. Basically, we have the regular edition that will come up for pre-order from tonight. The exclusive version will come up for pre-order tonight. The neon green version right here on the screen here will come up for pre-order tonight. And also the exclusive, what Alex was saying, the exclusive and the neon green Twin Snakes combo pack will be up for pre-order tonight. But for the neon green standalone and the neon green Twin Snakes combo pack will be available from tonight, Friday, 29th of January to next week's, not 29th, 26th to the 30th. Okay, Tuesday, from Friday to Tuesday, the neon green and the neon green Twin Snakes combos will be available. Don't worry about it. When we update the website, the image will highlight the days
I don't trust the scraping
that the product is available for. And then the exclusive version will be available up until the 9th. The 9th of February.
and that's when Ornstein comes back on.
Yeah, that's right. But we'll send out emails to remind you guys about that. Let it go. So hopefully you guys got that information. So after the stream, basically 4 SKUs out of the 7 will be turned back on live for your viewing. All the SKU images will be updated. We'll add the YouTube video into the description as well, and we'll post everything into the club as well.
Yeah.
Apart from the changes, physical changes, the pricing and all that are exactly the same as before. So just check that out.
Done.
I believe that should be it.
But this time, the difference will be you can go on a 12-month FlexiPay plan now.
All right. Okay.
So before you couldn't do that. Now you can. 12 months FlexiPay plan option should be on offer. Do they know that?
I'm sure they know that.
Do they?
Don't know if they know that. We need to look into that.
Okay, well, when we make it live, we'll make sure it does have it there as well.
Seems like no one's. It seems like it's just Jeffrey and I.
They're launching something.
That
No,
we
they're
know
launching
we're launching,
something.
yeah.
All right, guys. 75 people on the stream. We will be back at it again on next Friday for number 56.
Yep.
And as always, we much appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and hopefully you like what you saw with regards to Snake. We will be making that live very, very, hopefully very, very soon, in the next sort of half an hour.
Yep.
And I said in the next 15, 20 minutes, I will do 75 reward points times by 100 for up for grabs for 75 people. All right, guys. So thank you so much once again, and as always, we will catch you very, very soon. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is
I
life.
will see you on the next one. Peace.
Laters.